Drizzy, Marco, Arshear, Gnarly Charlie, Ground Fog. What's up, guys? Still a bit early. Justin's still tooting his own horn over on his channel, so it'll be a minute for everybody gets here. He's been trying to end the live for like 5 minutes, and he's back on his "I'm the greatest arm wrestler of all time" speech, so it takes a moment. You get him started on it, he ain't gonna shut up. I wish I could have arm wrestled Justin back before I was so old and falling apart, but I literally wouldn't be able to use my left arm for a month if I arm wrestle now. I appreciate you noticing, Kyle. Dude, I actually got the razor out, dude. I'm razor slick all over. You'd think I was chasing tail again, but I just felt like I just felt like cleaning up. There's Donzo. He just popped in. Let's see what he's got going on. Let's see if he's got his microphone figured out yet. You got it.
Dude, I'm so fucking stoked about it. I've been waiting all week to do that.
That's what I needed your address for.
Dude.
Yeah.
That shit showed up the other day, and I was like, Ernie, what the fuck? This is the greatest gift I've ever had in my entire life.
I can't even remember who it was now that messages like, I need Donnie's address. But
I've been talking about buying one of these goddamn things for like 20 years as a joke. Man, that's awesome. What up, everybody?
Who was that? I forgot who.
I talked to him directly in a chat the other night, but I was fucked up and I can't remember. That sounds like terrible.
That's funny stuff, man.
Mark Parks, maybe, or I don't know.
I can't remember now.
Me neither.
I talked to so many people this week, man. This snow week has really effed me up.
Yeah, you ain't used to that shit, huh?
Well, no, I just hadn't been able to get anything done, man. The roads around the shop's pretty remote.
Yeah.
I couldn't get there for 3 or 4 days. I'm going to go work tomorrow. Yeah, I haven't been able to do anything. Then, I told you about my buddy Steve that's, got months to live. We were supposed to go eat lunch yesterday, and I'll probably never get to take him to lunch at this point, dude. I called him to go pick him up, and his wife was taking him to the hospital. So now they're putting him on oxygen and stuff. We probably ain't never going to get that chance again.
Rough, dude.
Yeah.
Right with that.
It happens.
For sure.
Well, Kyle, out there, it was probably closer to 4. And I understand everybody up north thinks that's silly, but we're not prepared for that here, man. We're just...
Is your truck 4-wheel drive?
It is, but as soon as the road turns white, your insurance is void. As soon as the roads turn white and the state says the roads are closed, your insurance company does not have to pay anything.
Oh yeah, if they close certain roads, yeah, for sure.
Well, and that's the thing. They close the roads here. If the road's white, they close it.
What the fuck?
They don't play. Well, because we don't have salt trucks or any of that. And it is weird how here almost every time it snows and sticks, it's the roads are like greased glass. They just, I don't know. I don't understand it.
I grew up with that shit, so it's fine for me.
I mean, I've driven in other places. Like I drove through Yosemite at like 18 inches in a straight shift Z28 back in 1990. No issue. I mean, we spun some, but no issues. But here, I don't know, man. It's just weird because, I think it's because it doesn't get down to, single digits. It's because it hovers around freezing. So, the first couple hours of precipitation melts on the roads. Then when it finally gets cold enough, that freezes to just a sheet of ice. Then the snow sits on top of it. And that we're just not used to it. So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you're not used to it, again, that's normal shit here, so we're used to that shit.
Yeah, it's normal other places. That and all I've really got to do at the shop right now is epoxy up scales. You can't epoxy in a 30-degree shop, dog.
No. Not unless you let those motherfuckers sit for like a week.
Yeah. And I thought about that too, just go ahead and do them all, letting them sit. Then I thought,
It might be weird too, though. I don't know. That's
yeah,
pretty
I
cold.
know it affects the chemical
pretty cold.
bonds. I didn't want to do that, ship knives out, and 6 months from now have like 5 people be like, hey man, my fucking scale just fell off. You know what I mean?
To get that.
Yeah. But check out what I got in the mail. A lot of y'all were curious about this. That's my 50th anniversary Kershaw Live Wire that was gifted to me by Mr. Ed Harrison.
Oh,
and
nice.
I will say, this is the first OTF I've ever been able to actually. You guys, if you go way back and you watch my review of like a Microtech, it's like, and then I have to like position my thumb just right and really bear down to get it back in. This is perfect. It fires hard, but it's not hard to fire. Does that make any sense?
Right. Yeah.
You would never do it accidentally in your pocket. You have to be purposeful, but
I bought my ex-girlfriend a Microtech UTX 85. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. I've handled the 85, but I think the thing with the 85 is it's so small.
Yeah, and she was a tiny little woman.
Yeah, but I get so much grip on it that I can use it. But the full size Ultratechs, and what's weird about Microtech, dude, is everyone's different.
Yeah, I've only played with maybe 2 ever.
Yeah, like I've had a couple that were almost as good as this.
Todd Carr, that's the internet sport, homie.
I've tried 2 or 3 that I just couldn't open and close at all. Like it would be a waste for me to own it.
No, I feel it. Yeah, it is all about fucking winter tires, man. Summer tires and winter tires.
Yeah.
All season tires are fucking bullshit. Throw those things away.
Right. Yeah, look there, man. Bugsy Craftworks in here. Bugsy, I appreciate you showing up, buddy.
I like your name. I don't know who you are.
Bugsy is it New York or New Jersey, Bugsy? I think Bugsy's a little bit ADHD because Bugsy gets into things, gets really good at them, and then just moves the fuck on. And goes to something else, gets into that, gets really good at it, goes the fuck on.
Bugsy, if you listen to podcasts and shit, you should look up this dude Tim Ferriss. He's like smart as a motherfucker, and he's like he wanted to learn how to salsa dance, and then like won a world championship, and then he wanted to do something else, and then won a world championship. Like that dude is insanely boss.
I think I know that name.
Dude, Tim Ferriss, check his shit out. Dude's smart as fuck.
Bugsy, hang on, just give me just 1 second. I want to show you something, Bugsy.
What's good with everybody tonight? Anything going on? Everybody just chilling? What's up? Y'all know I pretty much let Shane talk, and then I just interject with my jackassery, so I don't really have shit to say. I want to go live all the time, but I'm like, what the fuck would I say to you people?
Bugsy, this is my latest shit right here. I don't have scales on yet. I was just explaining.
You already got those back from Sawtooth, Dave? Oh, you got that first set, right?
Actually, the rest of them will be here tomorrow.
Nice.
He's already done.
He hammered that shit out fast.
19 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's fast.
Yeah, that's the Thug. That's 7-inch little pocket. But I've got. I don't even remember how many now. I'm about to sell out though. No lie. I'm getting close. I've got them in Nitro V and in crew wear.
Man, that's a nice grind. That looks good.
It does, man. He even said that the next few were better than this.
Well, yeah, because he don't do fixed blades, and he don't do did you watch his video today?
Everybody keeps asking me that, and I hadn't. I hadn't had.
Well, because he talked about your knives a lot.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I was at the hospital all day, so I hadn't.
Yeah, he kind of explained the whole process of going through that. So.
Yeah. Now, Bugsy, I usually do a sharpening choil, but I decided not to on these. This plunge is fairly crisp anyway, so if it does leave a smile after sharpening, it's going to be very minute. I wanted it all cutting surface.
Dude, straight up,
now somebody wants one and wants a cutting choil, I'll be glad to file one in it. But
I only put sharpening choils on my shit because most people prefer it.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck. I'd rather my blade go all the way back.
It depends on the plunge. If it's a big sweeping plunge, I want a sharpening choil, but one that's that acute, and most of mine are, I'd rather not have it. I'm a big fan of finger trolls.
I'm saying as far as like a maker, I'm always going to
Yeah.
have it there, so edge termination is good and stuff. But me personally, I'll buy a knife that's.
Well, I almost don't want to cut it either, just because I want to be able to show off how perfect that. Yeah, it's hard to see on here as I got to clean it up. There's a dark spot, so it kind of throws.
Kyle,
it.
I feel you. It also depends on the knife, though. Like Glen R. Hovind makes some sweeping plunges, and there's like this much of the blade that ain't fucking sharp, and I'm okay with it because that blade looks like fucking sex.
Yeah, I've been in some shitty situation climbing buildings.
Working knife, yes, I fully agree.
Yeah, I get that, Bugsy. I've had that. I'm a bit, like I said, I typically am a fan of a sharpening choil, but I have had my material get into the choil and get hung, and
Yep.
if it just skipped over it and kept going, it'd be one thing, but it never does. It always like
catches,
hangs up. You got to back up and go back in. So I can get that straight, not slight. I don't know what depends on.
Michael, we're doing all right. How you doing?
Depends. I always want a sharpening choil unless it's a straight plunge like Spider. Yeah, and I'm not Todd. I'm not going to say these are as acute as Spyderco. I don't know. I mean, these are pretty damn acute, but there's probably a maybe 3/16 of a, well, see if you can see it there. I don't know if it's 3/16. You can see that little nub there. So it's not a perfect 90-degree plunge, but you can see that. Yeah.
Lee Wolf, what up?
Well, I said anybody that wants one, I'd be glad to put one in it. If you just let me know. How you doing, Lee? Lee's got a thug coming too.
Nice.
A bunch of people got thugs coming.
I got a thug coming.
Yeah. I got to.
God damn it, Shane! Remind me. I mean, I know you said you wanted a thorn, but I got at least one or two others that you might be into. So I'll that are the same size-ish.
Yeah. I only said a thorn because that's the only one I know of.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I want to show you the other one.
Yeah. You told me that you had the thorn, so yeah. Whose vision of sexy time? Speaking of vision, get these.
What up, Cheeto?
Let me get these fucking smooth operators on right here.
There we are. Now we're feeling right tonight. Yeah.
Now I can read. I dig the Blade for sure. Blade show this year will be my 40th birthday. I'm looking forward for something, and that is right in my lane. Well, I'm not going to get a table. I'm just trying to be honest with myself. I'm not ready to compete with 500 other makers and spend the money to have a table. I'd be lucky.
It's a lot, bro.
Huh?
It's a lot to deal with.
It is. So I'm going to go and bring knives with me. Don't tell Blade Show that, but that's my plan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we all bring shit, to hustle just in case. But
yeah. I remember.
Not a lot of them.
Who was it? Not Ray Laconico, the other guy.
What?
Downs Monterey Bay Knives.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
He came one year and everybody was super upset because he didn't have a table. That dude made like $5,000 selling out his backpack that weekend. They were just buying the whole time. It was like doing a drug deal. Just looking around to make sure.
Yeah, man, because they'll ban you for like life from working the show.
Yeah, Sanford Owens. Sanford made a fucking killing, dude, selling out of his backpack.
Yeah, man, fuck those people.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I like going to Blade and shit, but like, that's fucking retarded.
That's funny, Crispy, and you're right. I'm not trying to wear shades to look cool. It's just I think I took all my other reading glasses to the shop because I've learned that I really need them when I work. And this is the only pair that I know where they are. So I can wear them here. Also, apparently my dexterity is getting better.
Illusion. I like that.
See that? I just spotty flicked a damn Spyderco backlock. I used to not be able to do that.
Nice.
And I found out tonight that Justin at OCD for EDC is going to make me some custom scales for my Police 4 because as much as I love K390, this is my least favorite color Spyderco has ever used. This denim blue, whatever they call it. Man, it's just boring as fuck.
It looks like a fucking hardware store knife.
Yeah, that color just makes
You know what I mean? Like,
it does.
yeah.
Hey, guys, this is K390. I left it in my pants pocket. My daughter threw my pants in the laundry and then left them in the washing machine overnight for over 24 hours before she put them in the dryer. I got my pants out of the dryer. This was in the pocket. I was worried to death what this K390 was going to look like. And I don't know if I can get it to show up, but right underneath the hole,
Kyle, that's how I feel about it.
right underneath the hole right there, there's a slight, it's just not going to show up, is it? There's a slight dark line. There's like bluish black.
Like it's cracked or what?
No, it sat wet for over 24 hours.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it patina.
I just know those things tend to split right around.
It's just right through here. There's a little. Can you see that dark spot on the Ricasso? That little dark line right there going through.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it did. Being in the washing machine in Alabama.
I just put a knife through the washing machine the other day too.
Yeah, so it barely harmed it. If I could get the whole blade to turn that color, I'd be tickled to death, man. It looks good.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. The one I washed was Magna Cut, so I didn't do shit to it.
Oh yeah. K390's in my hand starts to rust. Damn. Well, Aiden, you got one coming, so I hope you want me to acid stone wash that thing, dude? Sound like I probably need to.
Derek, honestly, I never know, man. I get it from my homeboy for like the last 20 years, and his two friends and him all fucking grow, so it's just whatever I get, but it's always fire, bro.
Yeah. FRN dyed grocery bags, yeah.
So you just pulled in, so.
I will stand behind what everybody says as far as the grip. The grip's great. And I thought, I'm not bougie at all, so I thought I wouldn't care. But even as much as I dislike this color, I do not like it. Just, I don't know, man. The FRN it does. It feels cheap.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's, great traction, better than G10, but it feels cheap. Of course, I mean, whatever Justin does is going to be a filament plastic anyway. It's going to be 3D printed, but I think without the extra texture and with a different color, I'll be happier anyway. I love ground. All right, Aiden. Well, like I said, if it patinas like this does and turns that bluish black, it'll be beautiful anyway.
Derek, right now we are.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Derek, right now we're skirting by on the farm bill thing. So, like, it's not necessarily, like, kosher, but right now there ain't really shit they can really do about it. I feel like it's going to backtrack before it progresses. Medical is on our current bill, but I feel like they're going to somehow quash that as they usually do. Our state's fucking stupid.
Yeah. It's weird here. It's all still illegal here, but now it's just something cops use if you.
Steve, you still get in a sandwich bag, buddy. You know.
They just if they've had trouble with you in the past and don't like here, you piss them off, they're gonna bust you for the weed.
Yeah, it's not really across the U.S. yet, Steve. Like, kinda is, but not really.
When I ask cops, what they tell me is, we're not looking for it, but if we're looking for an excuse,
but they'll fucking use it against you.
If we're looking for an excuse, we're looking for it. Yeah.
Derek, fuck yeah, man. I've been through that shit too. But yeah, dude, just weed and a little bit of beer now.
Yeah.
We are, Stevie, you motherfucker. We are.
Stevie jumped in as soon as I came on. He was he already had all my shit set up for me, dude. I'm talking about fucking custom service tonight. I think I see a pair of non-tinted shades over there, or glasses. Let me go get them. These really do get on my nerves.
Merceau, is that a mystery bag? It's all homegrown. I just don't ask anymore because I don't care because it's all fire. It's always like one of like 5 strains: Durban, Jazz, fucking bubblegum, fucking shit. I don't know. There's a couple of ones. I just don't give a fuck, man. It's all banging ass weed, and I've never been that cat anyway. Other than a couple strains, I don't give a fuck as long as it's top notch
I think
cakes. I love it.
I think that's all sales gimmick, dude. Naming all that shit.
Well, nowadays it's fucking retarded because it's also cross strains. There ain't no real strains no more. All weed tastes the fucking same from the dispensary. It sucks. Donna, what up?
Is Max mom in here?
I know it's still rocking Durban Poison, but you know what I mean. Like today, it's just fucking crazy. Durban's like my favorite shit ever. That's my favorite tasting weed ever. So yeah, that's right, man. For sure, I am lucky. So you got a weed college? How high?
Mirsalt, you weren't affected by the fires, were you? I know you're in. Let me tell you something. Let me clear up something, by the way, before I go any further. I posted something today on Instagram about, the fact that Joe Biden said they were going to spare no expense. Write all the checks you need to write. They were going to rebuild Los Angeles. And I don't want anybody to take that wrong. Like, I don't want them to do that, dude. I hope that the city bounces back. I hope the people all bounce back. But the fact that they haven't done that for Hawaii and North Carolina, didn't even really acknowledge that the shit happened. And then the day after in LA, they're like, we'll spare no expense to fix this. Kind of pisses me off.
Well, yeah, duh, and duh.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what happened in New Orleans however long ago. They don't give a fuck. Paul Mills, my homeboy, him and his brother crossbred Blue Dream and Northern Lights, and that was so fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, Lee, I agree. I don't know that there has to be a first. I just think the will to help people needs to be equal.
Yeah.
I don't think North Carolina has to be completely, 100% back to the ordinary before they start helping LA. But, if you're going to dump our tax dollars into that, I feel like it should be, I get that, Aiden. I understand that but in my opinion, when you're talking about tragedies like that, the human factor should be what matters first. And,
that never does.
No, but there's humans in both places, so we'll see. Yeah, Lee, people still living in tents on kerosene heaters and are getting very little help. They got a check for $750. So we'll see.
Todd Carr someday, buddy, maybe. I mean, we still do it, but it's not legal. I don't.
Anyway. Yeah. ATF is always a good one. Wait a minute. What's Mimo talking about? Oh, Alaskan Thunderfuck. I've never heard of that. But I wouldn't have either, though. That makes sense.
Derek, I have no idea why they did it, but it was fucking amazing.
Do you know why?
Headband's good, Stevie. Kyle, I can't speak on LA. I've never been there.
I think LA, California in general gets a bad rap because I've been there, and 95% of the people, just like anywhere else,
yeah, it's just
the majority of the people are fucking great.
Yeah, all the shit talking is just the politics of the joint. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, and I mean, you have a handful of extremists in one direction or another anywhere. But especially like when you get, and I don't mean to say this any bad about LA, but when you get outside.
Derek, my bad, dude.
Just like where Stevie lives, Stevie lives not that far from Seattle. But when you get outside those places, man, they're very salt of the earth people. Where I lived in California, they were mostly Hispanic sharecropper communities. Just awesome folks, man. Like,
Derek, if I have questions, I'll holler.
You have a flat tire, and every car that passes by stops to see if you need help. Now that shit ain't gonna happen in, downtown LA. But I assume you have not been. I have not, but I've never been to New York or New Jersey.
Yeah, I've never been
to Maryland. But when I went to Maryland, it was
Maryland's cool. I've been there.
I was visiting my uncle in the military there at Fort Ritchie, so I really didn't get a taste for Maryland at all, just for that Air Force base. So.
Yeah, I was there hanging out with my homegirl. She got a tattoo shop out there. Her husband's in the Navy or whatever.
Billy, I have been to California. I've got pictures.
Well, I've been to California. I've been to, I don't know, some fucking desert ass area where there's Joshua Tree. I've been there.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money to go to New York City to experience the way I want to. I'd need like $10K in a month stay.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like now, but just 15 years ago, the first time I went to Vegas, everybody that asked, about going, I was like, man, don't even go to Vegas if you don't have $1,000 a person spending money a day. And you're still going to have to tell yourself no to certain things.
100%.
But you'll be able to do most of the things you want to do. You're going to spend $1,000 a day each.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got lucky. We went on like $1,500. Was going to be there for 5 days, and I won $5,000 playing blackjack. We still ran out of money. There were still things we didn't get to do.
Oh, dude, I've been there twice for tattoo conventions, and we were there for a week straight each, and we all left broke, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Merceau, that'd be nice if I knew people there, but I don't. If I knew people there, man, I'd be like, yo, what up?
I thought people in New York City were already sleeping on their couches.
Yeah, Terry, I feel you. I was never into Vegas. I only went because of tattoo conventions. I mean, if you want to shop and
I think you'd be
if you want to shop and eat big, that's why you go to fucking Vegas, in my opinion. But I don't even shop. So
there's a lot of artsy shit to see in Vegas too.
Yeah, there is.
I think the main things that Vegas people associate with Vegas maybe wouldn't interest you, but I think if you went, you would find plenty that did interest you because it has a little bit of everything.
But now, so when I was there, I was 21 and then 22 because it was 2 years in a row, and weed was illegal there, like super fucking illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, we still got it and we smoked it, but it was a pain in the ass. But now that it's fucking legal, I would love to go back to Vegas and just like eat good food and.
Drizzy, are you serious? Adele has a residency in Vegas. Hey, y'all make fun of me all you want. That bitch can sing, son. Adele is hands down one of the greatest singing voices I've ever heard.
Paul Mills, you should try to grow. It's not hard.
Yeah. But I could see where somebody could have a negative experience vacationing in Vegas for sure. I mean, it wouldn't be hard. It would just be stopping to talk to the wrong person could ruin your whole.
Oh, I forgot Demonoc lives in Vegas. That'd be super dope to go back there then.
I was working at the tattoo shop at the time, and I brought home a stack like this tall.
Merceau, it is a piece of shit.
The postcard size call girl cards.
Oh yeah, I got a drawer full of them from 20 years ago.
There's just people every 5 feet on the sidewalk handing out cards with the picture.
Yeah, they flip them.
Yeah, and the sidewalks are covered in them. You can't even see the concrete.
Yeah.
For the call girl cards, and good and well those photos are touched up, or they were of that chick 18 years ago or some shit.
I want to know. I never tried to call one.
I didn't either, but they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then when you see the statistics that like 40% of the female prostitutes in Vegas are not female.
Terry, I had the best steak I've ever had in my entire life in Vegas. It was like straight up fucking.
That's what I'm saying, Terry. It's not just
whatever that crazy Japanese shit is. That shit melted in my mouth like butter. It was amazing.
It's not just about gambling hookers or.
It was $300 for $100 steak, but it was fucking banging.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool shit to see there.
Again, I would only go there because I was going there for something. Like I went there for a tattoo convention. You know, if there was a knife show, I would go. But I'm not just going to Vegas to hang out.
I hear you, Boji. That'd be the only way I'd come if I knew somebody. Like when I went to Tijuana the first time, I went with my roommate, Sammy.
Tracks. Yeah, Kobe.
Sammy was full-blooded Mexican. He was born in Mexico. and naturalized in the United States. So I would have not have enjoyed Tijuana had I not been there with a Mexican. We do have some great steakhouse. Yeah, tell him, Demon. There's a lot of cool shit other than gambling.
Dude, I had some banging ass food in Vegas, man. Like some fucking super, super nice food.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I went to Demon. You probably know this place. I went to, is it Three Guys or Three Kegs? It was the place that was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives for their what's that sandwich that the bread is closed? It's like a calzone, really. It's just a calzone, but they put different stuff in it.
All right.
What is that sandwich called, Demon? It's at Three Kegs. And I'll say this: it wasn't all that
Kobe beef
Eddie made it out to be, but it was pretty good. What are those sandwiches?
I mean, I've had fucking hella good Wagyu, but I've had better hella good Kobe.
Is it a stromboli sandwich? Is that what it's called when they bake it like pizza bread that's pink shut? Isn't that called a stromboli sandwich?
Oh, it might be a stromboli. Yeah, I think so, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we ate at Three Kegs, and I think the best buffet we had was at the Bellagio. The Bellagio buffet it still wasn't, nothing on that buffet was the best you've ever had of that type thing, but it was the best you've ever had of any of that on a buffet. Does that make any sense? Like, it wasn't the best prime rib you've ever had, but it was hands down the best buffet prime rib you've ever had. Stromboli is a Stromboli, Arshir, is that not like a calzone? It's just like pizza dough. They put the ingredients in, fold it shut, and pinch it.
Buzz, you got some brisket down in Atlanta that was fucking fire, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Damon, Three Kegs is not, when you see it on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, it's a little misleading. It's just a little hole-in-the-wall place, man. It's actually a bar. You have to go behind the bar to go into the little restaurant area, and it's just one little strip with tables on one side. There's just enough room to walk past them. But they do sell some really good hot sandwiches. Yeah.
Stevie, I had some banging barbecue down there, bro.
I think Stevie even had the barbecue from the same place that I did, and what I had was delicious.
Yeah.
Like the best I'd ever had. But I talked to several other people that ordered other things and weren't happy with it at all.
No shit. All right.
Yeah, I think we got if I'm not mistaken, you can get just like one beef rib, and it's like, dude, it's more than a fat guy can eat.
Right.
And it was fucking incredible. But everybody else that got something else from there said it wasn't very good.
The place I went, they had regular brisket, and then they had the fatty brisket. And dude, the fatty brisket, dude, I fucking would have bathed in that shit.
That beef rib,
slathered myself in it. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, that beef rib was a little fatty, so I would like make sure every bite
had a little piece of that fat in there.
A little piece of the fat to go with the lean. Yeah. But I didn't even buy it. Hell, it might have been Bugsy. Was it you that gave me that rib? It may have been Bugsy. We ran into somebody that had went to that barbecue place and didn't finish theirs, so they gave me what was left, and their leftover. I couldn't finish their leftovers. Yes, yeah, it was Bugsy. Yeah, I remember that now. It was Bugsy that gave me that. It's a beef rib, right? And everybody I talked to said that's the only thing you order there. Everything else there is kind of mid.
Some places are like that. They got their one thing that's banging.
Yeah, Bugs, you have no idea because I was broke, dog. That was when you gave me that, I was so hungry, and I didn't drive there, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to talk Lee into taking me somewhere, so I was going to have to eat at Subway. And Subway sandwiches, regardless of where you get them, I don't care what. I hate a cold cut sandwich. They're just boring as fuck to me.
I mean, I like cold cut sandwiches from a good Italian joint, but not fucking Subway.
I don't like a cold cut sandwich from anywhere.
Oh, really? Man.
No, it's just boring.
We got this fucking Italian joint here. It's been open for like 65 years, man.
Yeah.
Some of the best fucking Italian meats you'll ever have.
Stevie, I think Marietta Local is definitely up there in the top.
I never made it to that joint. I want to.
It's definitely in the top 3 breakfasts I've ever had. But dude, those crab cake Benedict at Another Broken Egg, That's hard to top, son. But you're also talking about like $45 just for that. Another broken egg. Yeah, Kevin, I've tried Jersey Mike's. I've tried Firehouse. I've tried them hot. I've tried them cold. I can eat a sandwich at home. So I just not real big into it.
Yeah,
Derek, crab cake Benedict is one of my favorite things in the world. If it's got to be good hollandaise sauce though. Yeah, and the crab cake at Another Broken Egg is like 5% breading, 95% crab. It's really good. That's funny, Arshir. We got a little gas station over in the ghetto side of town over here that sells. You can either get 3 chicken fingers or 3 pieces of fried chicken, dark meat, of course, for $5.99. And dude, they're the best chicken fingers and the best fried chicken in this town. And it's $6. It even comes with some potato wedges. I remember that, Bugsy. I remember that. You went and everybody else wanted Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. God almighty, that thing was good, dude. That beef rib was on my mind for weeks after that. And I want to go back, but Stevie and them went. I'm pretty sure they went to the same place. Y'all have to. Another Broken Egg is a small-ish growing chain, and they're typically in more expensive parts of town. Like the first one I ever went to is in Destin, Florida, but now there's one in the ritzy part of Birmingham. Now, Stevie, I like my fried chicken soft. I don't want it high HRC. What was the name of that place y'all went to, Stevie? Because I remember when you said the name of it, I was pretty sure it was the one Bugsy told me he went to. And then when he gave me that rib from it was so good. Is Lou the how you doing guy? It was Fox Brothers Barbecue, yeah. Is that where y'all went, Stevie? Fox Brothers? Now hearing that name, I'm not sure if that's the same place you went. But I know several of them went, and none of them liked it. And I thought it was the same place. But I'm not so sure. I know Stevie said it came highly recommended, and they weren't happy with it at all. Game day in Duncan, South Carolina. Game day anywhere is fire, Donna. Especially in the southeast. You can get better food in a parking lot at a SEC tailgate party than you can in any restaurant.
Oh yeah, parking lot food's always good.
Yeah, man, those dudes been out there all weekend, drinking beer, mastering their craft. Get them damn bacon wrap, cheese stuffed jalapenos off the grill. God almighty, man. Amazing how a colon can completely change the percentage. For example, Jen ate her friend's sandwich. Jen ate her friend's colon.
That's just silly.
Yeah. Parking lot tamales, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, tamales.
I'm not a big fan of tacos. I'm not a big fan of tamales, but I like a good tamale about twice a year. I get burnt out on the Mexican spicing very quickly.
Oh man, well, I be eating Mexican food all the time.
That's all we have around here, dude. Mexican restaurants have taken over, and I don't dislike it. If I'm going to spend money, that's typically not where I go.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I don't really eat out at all. So.
Stevie, I appreciate you answering my question about what that barbecue place you went to was. One more try, Stevie. What was the name of that barbecue joint you went to that you didn't like? And what did you get? Because I know it wasn't a beef rib you got. Mimo, I need to try whatever it is you smoke. I'm convinced Mimo's got a book this thick of fucking dad jokes. I agree, Bugsy. If I'm spending money, I want steak, no beans and rice. No clue what it was called. Fox Brothers don't stand out though.
That's the place I went, but the fatty brisket was banging.
Yeah.
And we got it we got it 2 years in a row, and it was fucking banging both times.
Yeah. They're good at fat. I'll say that. They know how to get the fat just right. Because I like fat I want any meat that's not a little fatty.
No, I don't like super lean beef. Like, that's gross.
That's why, dude, I don't care who you are and how good you think you are at cooking it. I can eat your grilled chicken, but I'm not going to enjoy it. Like, I enjoy the taste of it. I just hate how it feels in my mouth. I don't know. I just don't like it.
I mean, I guarantee you eat anything I cook. I guarantee you'd like it.
Yeah, Bugs, I remember you telling me that. Like, they only cook so many of them ribs, and if you ain't in line to get one, you ain't gonna fucking get one.
There's a local joint here that's like that. Like, you want beef ribs, you better show up early or this shit's gone.
Derek, I agree, dude. One of the most important things is how things feel in your mouth.
Oh, texture is key for everyone, and it's always different for everybody.
When you get a little bit of roast beef flopping around just barely inside your lips, never mind. Yeah. Stevie just checked. It was Fox Bros. Yeah, I think you just ordered the wrong thing, man.
I'm telling you, man. Or, dude, the first time we went there, I got the fatty brisket. Ernie got something, and his food was mid at best. And he tried mine, and he was like, I fucked up. Like, I should have gotten that.
Yeah. But Billy, I agree. You can cook me something with onions on it, but before you plate it, you better scrape that shit off. I don't want even a tiny speck of onion left on something.
Fuck no.
Because if I bite into it, I'm done with like one of those little diced onions from McDonald's. I'll throw the whole fucking cheeseburger away.
Me too. Fuck yeah. I can smell it. I'm like, I ain't eating that.
I don't mind the smell. I don't mind the flavor.
No, I can smell it, so I know it's there.
Oh, yeah. But what's worse for me is lettuce.
Dude, I can smell one shred of lettuce in a chili cheese burrito. I can smell it.
I can eat lettuce raw by the handful. Stevie's watched me eat 5 salads at a $100 steak restaurant.
I've never eaten a salad.
You put it on meat and let it steam on that meat for just 10 seconds. It turns real bitter to me. I hate it.
I mean, I get that. I don't eat it at all, but
yeah. Maybe that was it, Steve. Maybe it's because y'all went at night.
I mean, yeah, man.
I know that sounds crazy.
My favorite restaurant in my town I've been going to for 40 years. They've had off days, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a restaurant in town, Pruitt's. It's not the best food. It's above mid, like home cooking.
Right.
But if you go after like 7 p.m., it's garbage because they cook everything at 11. You know, I mean, other than like fry, the stuff that has a deep fry. But, most everything's cooked at about 11. So after about 7 o'clock at night, the food's just horrible.
Demon Eye, that's right. I got a lot of those.
Yeah. The real onions don't want to be eaten. I hear you, really. You ever I've tried to force my way through it. Sometimes you get one of those stringy onions that falls down the back of your throat and the other end of it's still on your tongue. And it's just flopping around inside your throat pipe. That's nasty.
Only time I eat onions if they're caramelized, but I have to caramelize them. And by caramelize, I mean like they're almost fucking ash.
Yeah.
Like I'll cook them for like an hour and a half. And they're black. And they're really good then, but I won't eat them before that.
Todd Card, that actually sounds good, dude. It's just something about when you put lettuce on meat, like on a hamburger. Even if I take the lettuce off, the burger's ruined. I can't stand that taste. But what you're talking about sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, Derek, they got to be charred the fuck up and tender as a motherfucker.
Every now and then I'll find an onion ring that I don't mind, but it has to be.
I love the breading on onion rings. Like I'll eat the breading off and just pull the onion out.
Well, that's typically the way I do it. But if it's a good onion ring for me,
they're never cooked enough. They're always like they got a crunch to them.
Yeah. If I bite into it and the onion doesn't completely separate, I don't. If it starts to pull out of the onion ring, I'm
it comes out, goes right on the plate. Yep, fuck that.
Then I eat the bread.
Shane, right on. We're exactly the same on that.
That's why I was 384 pounds for 10 years.
That's why
I'm also going to dip that bread in some kind of high fructose dipping sauce.
Are sure? No, I haven't seen that because I can't see that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's my problem. It's just the hot grease and lettuce. Once they touch, I can't. Yeah. I missed today on the ice, first time in months. What happened, Dave Knott? You mean to tell me that you stepped down and let somebody else drive the Zamboni?
Apex, that's a different beast too. As long as those are cooked right, those are pretty good.
I can't eat
They gotta be tender. If they're crunchy, they're gross.
I can't eat the very center of the blooming onion.
No, because it's never tender enough.
Right. It's got to be that outside.
Yeah, they're super bready and then a little bit of nice soft onion.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree there. It's been really weird though, dude. Ever since my heart surgery, like it was probably 3 weeks after my heart surgery. I was just running low on time, so I pulled through a fast food place and got me a cheeseburger. Like same thing I've been ordering and eating for years. And dude, it was just it literally tasted like the meat was ruined. So I thought it was just a bad experience. And then the next place I went was I've just now got back to where I can eat a Burger King double cheeseburger maybe every 6 months. And I got banned from one in town, but the other I got trespassed. The other one I can still go to, but I can
You're a psychopath.
Well, I just sometimes I'm not a violent person at all, man. But if you catch me in the right mood, sometimes I just overreact, and that's what happens.
Sometimes motherfuckers got it coming. Terry, you eat raw potato too, you fucking psycho.
Oh, I got you, Demon Op. So you didn't relinquish your spot. You just half-assed the ice. And some fucking real deal hockey players saw it, called you out. I know that feeling, but not on ice.
Oh, damn, we got called out by a player? Damn. You should have told that motherfucker to go fucking perform for your ticket price.
Yeah. Yuck, Terry. What'd Terry say? I prefer raw. Terry, I can eat a raw onion every now and then, too, or a piece of, like somebody cutting an onion when I walk by.
Right, Stevie.
I'll throw a piece in my mouth. Isn't raw potato? Aiden, if raw potatoes were deadly, I'd been dead. We had potatoes every day because we were poor, so it was like fried potatoes and pinto beans every night.
Yeah.
Most of the time we didn't
cook them, right?
We only got a meat like once a week because we were very, very
but you cooked the potatoes, right?
Yeah, but when my mom was cooking them, like cutting them up into little 3/4 inch square blocks, I'd always grab like 4 or 5 of them off the table and eat them raw.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, that's like the worst texture in the world to me is raw potato.
I enjoy them. As an amateur cardiologist, I condemn this live stream. Yeah, you'd condemn my entire diet.
Unfortunately, we're not infallible.
No. Damon, like I told you, I did a frog tattoo on a girl and connected its toes. We all make mistakes.
You told me about
that. I'm pretty sure I told Damon about it.
Yeah.
But the stencil was wiped off, and I was so proud because like the whole the frog's feet were literally gone, so I had to freehand them. And I already had them done. I was just connecting the webbing, and I went from this toe to this toe, so it just like his feet. That's the hardest thing in the world to do. Like when the customer hasn't seen it yet, and you have to tell them, "Man, I'm really sorry, but I fucked your tattoo up," and she had to sit back down and let me do some shit.
Don't come over to my house if you condemn this live on that basis.
Damon, I went. Don't freehand feet. Yeah, I wasn't trying to take your pride away, Damon. Everybody has an off day, buddy. That's funny. Don't freehand feet. That should have been my motto from that point on. Don't freehand feet. I never misspelt anything, Derek. I did do. It was sad too because it was this girl's dad. He was her stepdad, but like he had raised her as a really good dad to her, and he had passed away, and she came in to get his name. And I didn't misspell it, but I jammed two of the letters together. And it was noticeable. But on the other hand, dude, she'd paid $30. She knew I was an apprentice. She knew I was new at it, so it is what it is. No, I didn't spell anything wrong. But I did kind of fuck her tattoo up. But she also, every other tattoo she had looked like she got it in a single wide at the kitchen table. So
Single wide,
we got a lot of those around here, dude.
Well, yeah.
Every other single
I got
wide,
one like a block from me.
Yeah, every other single wide in this county's got a tattoo machine on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you ain't wrong.
No, I didn't spell it wrong. I just jammed. You know, it was a R then an L. His name was Carl, and something happened. And stretching, when I was stretching the skin, the tip of the R was under my finger and I couldn't see it. And when I stopped, they weren't connected. But when I let go of the skin and it came back together, the R and the L touched, so it looked like an H.
Nice.
Yeah. Shane was keeping up with the aesthetics. Exactly, Aiden. I was trying to keep all of her styles matching. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I had several that I begged people. I was like, man, I'll pay you to have somebody else cover that up. Like, I didn't want people. I understood if they didn't trust me to do it after the first one, but I didn't want. I had progressed way past that, and I didn't want people in this town seeing tattoos that I'd done like that. And then the guy that taught me, man, that dude just lays fucking perfect lines. I've never seen him make a mistake. But then I went back and looked at some of his early work, like about the same amount of experience I had. I didn't feel so bad anymore.
Yeah, you got to get there, man. Like, yeah. I didn't start off having good lines, but I fucking do now. Yeah. Well, did now. It's been a little while. I got to get it.
I never had, like, we didn't have any of the fake skin or.
I never did that shit either.
I mean, I just started tattooing people, you know.
Yep, I learned how to make needles, and then I was tattooing my homies in the shop.
Right. I just started tattooing people. And if you do that, you're gonna fuck somebody.
That's the only way you learn, man. That's the only way you're gonna learn their true respect for it, you know. Mm-hmm. If you give a shit, otherwise you just fuck up all the time and you don't care.
I misspelled a guy's wife's name on their anniversary, but he wrote it out so it would be in his handwriting. He came back 6 hours later for me to fix it. Yeah.
I love doing signatures in people's handwriting and shit. That was fun.
No apple oranges tattoos? What does that mean, Aiden?
They used to use that for fake skin, like oranges.
Oh, no.
Or even chickens, like just a fucking raw chicken.
Yeah, but from what I've seen, even with like the pig skin, it's kind of like, pig skin is kind of like tattooing this part of the hand.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It blows out and it's not clean lines anyway. So how?
Yeah. And then the fake skin is just too good. Like, it absorbs it perfectly. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You just can't learn unless you do it.
Yeah. Terry, you know those leather mats some YouTubers have? Would love you to make one of those for us. Hey, here you go, Terry. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Terry, I'll tell you something else you might want to look into, dude, is wallets. Because from what I understand, Joe is no longer doing wallets. You might want to look into those little small wallets like Joe does. Because we might not have a local source for that anymore. We've got a guy here local. Matter of fact, he's another tattoo artist buddy of mine. He's the one that designed the Goon, had me made the Goon for him the first time. And that dude, I hope Maddie's not in here, but that dude does some of the most beautiful leather work I've ever seen. I don't know if it's that I like his colors or the quality. I don't know, dude, but it's fucking beautiful. But he's one of those guys that he'll tattoo for 6 months, and then he's just bored with it, so he quits. And then he'll start doing like these custom plasma cut fire pits, and they're just fucking beautiful. And then 6 months later, you don't want to do that anymore. He moves on to something else. And
Demon Hawk, I ain't never tattooed myself. Fuck that noise.
Zach, that's not a bad idea, dude. That's not a bad idea at all. Because
Apex, fuck it. Who cares? Get tattoos. Let that shit pop up through it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I know motherfuckers that got like all kinds of crazy conditions and they still get tattooed. If you want to get tattooed, fucking do it, man.
I don't know, dude. I disagree. I think you got a skin condition. You're worried about it. I wouldn't fuck with it.
All you're worried about is the tattoo not looking the best, which your skin's not going to look the best because you got the fucking problem. So if you want to get a tattoo, get a fucking tattoo.
That's good, Drizzy, that your skin looks like a Disney princess. I'd like to touch it some days if it feels like a Disney princess.
I want to touch it too. We want to double team that ass right now with some tattoo machines. What up?
I remember the first time I tattooed an albino, and I thought, man, this is going to go so good. This shit's going to take ink.
Oh, you're saying it would cause it to flare up?
Yeah.
That's a different story.
I thought, man, this bitch is going to take ink like no other because she was albino. Bad mistake, dude. 5 minutes in, and everything I'd done was standing a 1/4 inch tall.
Oh, no, I've tattooed a couple people that are like that, and they are still like that, and they still get tattooed.
Yeah, it's instantly scarred and stood way up.
Keloiding, yeah.
Yeah. What's
Demon
up,
Hawk, I feel you. So I grew up in an old school shop, but the owner didn't apprentice me. His like protege did, and
that's pretty much what happened with me.
But even my fucking owner, who fucking opened the shop in the fucking 80s, that dude he was like, no, you don't got to tattoo yourself. That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, Demon Hawk, you're right. Albino skin will scar on you very easily.
Yeah.
We had Jeremy, the one that told me he would apprentice me and didn't charge me. And I was the only person he ever apprenticed that he didn't charge.
Or like
he
literally
made 6 figures off of me in the first 2 years. But he taught me how to set my machine, set my needle depth, and stretch. And past that, he was always busy. So another guy he had apprenticed taught me, how to shave and all that stuff.
Or like tattooing super old ladies with that paper mache skin.
Ooh. Yeah.
But they don't give a fuck because they're so happy they got it. Dude, old ladies are my favorite clientele.
Or chicks that have lost like 150 pounds.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But old ladies were my favorite clientele.
Yeah.
They were so genuine. They were actually happy to be getting the shit done. As most people, everybody.
Well, it's because I'm sure they're
like old people. They really want the shit.
Yeah, and I'm sure their parents would have.
And it makes them fucking happy.
I'm sure their parents would have frowned on it. And now they're passed away, and they're at that age where they're past judgment. They don't give a fuck.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love it.
Yeah, I love the old ladies that come in like with no tattoos. And it looks like they just came from Bible class.
Yup.
To get something super fucking trashy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yup. Fuck yeah.
Because they know in 6 months they're going to be banging the only hard dick at the nursing home anyway.
That's right.
Yeah. Great paper skin.
They all fade, Mimo. That's just the way it goes, bud.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Some of this newer ink. Like I can tell it's big.
I did learn that way as well, bro. I can build machines and all that.
When I got out one, you remember the black ink? Well, you made your own ink though, didn't you?
Most of it, not the black though.
We bought a lot of one, and you see how bold it still is.
Oh yeah.
You compare that to the Kurosumi on my forearm.
Yeah.
And it's not near as the Kurosumi's not near. It's still pretty good, but it's been touched up once.
Shit.
But that one is just still bold as fuck.
I've seen some old ass tattoos with some Talons drawing ink that look back.
Yeah. I think Zach had a great idea, dude. I think I need to walk around Blaze Show with a trench coat on. If that one kid can walk around in the maid outfit with the cat ears, I can rock a trench coat.
Fuck that kid. What about those techno ninjas?
Oh yeah, with the they had on white trench coats.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom went in to get one tattoo and came home with an entire back piece. Bozy, your mom's a fucking savage, dude. She just came home with a back piece. If she just laid there for all day and got a back piece, she's a savage. Yeah.
She might be a small lady. That might be like an upper arm piece for you.
Yeah. Yeah. True Sumi is great. Lee, I know that feeling. I haven't lost that much. I lost 140 pounds, but I gained 30 of it back. So I'm 110 pounds lighter than I was 10 years ago.
B&A, what up, dude? Smoking.
Terry, we can make that happen. You can make the mat, and we can get
lasered or something.
Yeah, we can get. I've got laser contacts here in town. OCD for EDC's got a laser. We can get it lasered. I mean, unless Billy's wanting it overnight, if he's willing to wait a little bit. But you guys remember me asking y'all to follow Wasteland Armory, my buddy's online gun store. It's about to open. He called me Saturday, and they got their laser in. So yeah, I've got a laser contact. I've actually got to take him a knife tomorrow for him to laser something on the handle, just so he can play with it and tweak it to get it right. So I'm hoping this next batch of knives has maker's marks on them. Yeah. But Terry, if y'all decide to do that, send me like 3 little scrap pieces of leather. Because the machine, it comes with a book and it tells you what setting. But even if you just go to the
yeah, you gotta dial it in.
Yeah, you gotta dial it in. So send me just some little pieces of scrap that he can dial in the laser on, and we can laser Apex Alchemy's whatever he wants on there. Bugsy, they don't do any custom work. It's mostly an online gun store, but they're gonna have the option to have stuff lasered. Yeah. Paul, I'm hoping. I know how bad you wanted on the last one, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't have cared to ever had it done, even though everybody tells me I'm stupid for not.
For what?
My maker's mark. But Paul,
you should be signing underneath the scales at least. But you know me, I don't put my fucking logo on shit.
Yeah. Paul really pushed me, so I've not given up. The other guy that I had to do, it's the same tattoo artist I was talking about that gets really excited about something, and then a couple months later he's bored with it, don't want to fuck with it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he gets bored and wants to sell me that laser.
That'd be dope. That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could fucking afford one. That'd be awesome.
I love this comment. He ain't kidding, y'all. He's knife jaded as a motherfucker. But I enjoy it. That's the only reason I watch him now. If you were still excited about him, I wouldn't watch. He's also comment section jaded.
That's the problem with knowing too much Apex, bud.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you want to be happy? Quit learning, bud.
Yeah.
Ignorance is fucking bliss, homie.
I've had to tell him, Billy will get into something and research and call me about it. But Billy, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it.
Exactly. Like, I get it. Sometimes we want to be a little ignorant. Like, that's real life.
We talked about real life. Ignorance is bliss. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, man. Let it be magic, bud.
Right. Yeah, if they make folders in 15 and 20, Billy would on all of them. Learning makes me happy. I'm glad it does, Billy. I'm just saying, keep that shit to yourself. Some things.
Apex, I feel you, man. It makes me happy, but it still makes me hate everything at the same time.
I do remember when Lefty hated everything. No, Lefty hated everything other than a good detent. That's all Lefty ever did.
Yeah, but Lefty's retarded, so that's all right. Yeah. Someone made me a folder in 15 and 20. Billy, get on my books, motherfucker. I'll build it in whatever steel you want, man.
I don't want to take a sell away from you, but he already.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were hustling.
No, I'm not. But he has a contact that only does reblades for already made folders and would easily make him one in 15 and 20. Oh shit! Let me tell you what I learned about Nitro V today. You ain't gonna believe it. Shut
Holy
up.
shit! Is it metal?
Yeah. We know it doesn't rust if you leave it out. We know it doesn't rust if you leave it out in the snow. So maybe you don't need MagnaCat. If I had to lie, he would too. That motherfucker would do it just to spite Billy.
And that's why I get along with Kyle, even though we battle sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he's petty, and I like petty.
He is petty as fuck. Yeah. You know, the only thing I'm not digging about this, and I understand why
That's goddamn right.
I understand why they did it, but this crooked pocket clip, this works excellent because it does kick
It
the
looks
knife
fucking
towards the back.
stupid, though.
It kicks the knife towards the back of your pocket. But yeah, when you pick it up, you're like, oh shit, that been my clip. Every time I look at it, I think I fucked it up.
It does look dumb.
It's not aesthetically pleasing, but you can't. There's no hot spot at all.
Yeah, I mean, if it works good, it works good. Fuck.
Yeah, it works great, but it just doesn't. It don't look worth the fuck.
All right, Apex. Well, I'll build you a folder. Get on my books. What up?
Bandsaw blades are 15 and 20. That is some tough shit too.
Jesse,
I literally.
You don't know who this is either.
I was cutting some.
Who are you?
I was cutting some jute micarta on the bandsaw, Nani, and just to make Billy feel better, jute micarta is the toughest shit I've ever cut. Like it's like cutting titanium, and I slung the entire fucking bandsaw to pieces, except for the 15 and 20 blade. Did not tear the blade up. I'm talking about, dude, when that blade bit, it yanked the guts out of that bandsaw.
Yeah.
And the blade's still in one piece.
Terry, that's awesome.
What do you say, Donnie? How is this for petty? Separating from my wife, one of the things I took when I left was all my hot sauce.
Apex, that's why I started making knives that I make, because I could never buy one. I've never bought a custom folder. I could never afford it.
Dude, my daughter was telling me a story recently. Her and her man, they've been together for a long time, but they rarely ever fight anymore. But they, like any new couples, they used to have some arguments. He's never laid hands on her. But she's talking about that he'd pissed her off one night.
If he's breathing, he's clearly never laid hands on her.
Yeah. He pissed her off one night, and it was like an hour before she got home from work. And just to show her how well he knew her, anytime she's mad, she would come home and turn on every light in the house till she finds him, to choose him out. And this motherfucker took every light bulb out of every fixture. She's like, Dad, I was so fucking impressed I couldn't even be mad anymore. She's like, I didn't even cuss him out. I was just like,
dude, that's good.
Win, man. That's
a good one. That's a good one.
Light bulbs out.
I'll show you, lady.
Yeah. Because he's like, yeah, man, every time she comes in mad, she fucking flips that switch all aggressively and shit.
And nothing happens. Yeah, dude, that's fucking gold.
Yeah. Wish I was still doing hot sauce. Bugsy Craftworks and my buddy Gary Smith are the same person. They get into something, they perfect it, they show it to people. Everybody has to have it, and then they just fucking quit doing it. They're like, oh, wait a minute, I can make money at this? Never mind, I'm out.
No, they realize that it's about to be a headache. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to do it. Whether I want to or not.
It's like when you're the only person that has a truck. Hey man, can you help me move this?
I had to hurt a bunch of feelings. I'll tell people now, I'm like, man, I don't haul shit.
That's goddamn right.
I don't help move shit.
Nope.
I had to pay to have my shit moved last time. I'm not coming moving your shit. I'm on fucking disability. If I can pay to have it moved, you can too.
Mimo, that tracks. That's why I'm not married.
Yeah. The family got sick of the gas mask in the house. Yeah. I've been bringing my knives home to do the second temper on them. And I guess I'm not getting all of the kerosene off from the cryo. And the wife is mad as fuck that when I turn the oven on, it smells like kerosene.
Yeah.
My wife and I split the house in the divorce. I got the outside. Drizzy, one must still have chaos within them. to give birth to a dancing star or something like that.
Donna, gross.
What she's saying is gross.
I don't know, but I like it. I
Probably,
don't even care.
probably the kerosene taste in all of our food now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if you could taste it, then yeah, definitely gross.
Oh, yeah.
5-door, what up, dude?
What's up, 5
You
Door?
care if I show off your knife? In this shitty light? I'll try to put a light on it. Donna, yeah, for sure. I use denatured alcohol, so that burns off pretty fast.
Well, you know, I was going to stick with the denatured alcohol, but then you told me I could use kerosene, and then I found out that kerosene is $5 a gallon and denatured alcohol is $22 a gallon.
Kerosene also lasts long. It evaporates slower.
Yeah. But the denatured alcohol don't stink unless you put the bucket, like an open bucket in your truck.
Right.
Then it makes the inside of your truck smell like the dumpster behind the liquor store.
Oh,
It smells like old, rotten whiskey.
Yeah, it stinks. I don't know. It's shitty light, so you guys are gonna get the shitty preview here, but
Yeah. Oh shit, dude! I like that fucking Tonto, dude.
you know, buddy.
That is badass. Yeah, you're gonna have to do more.
It's
of
got a
that.
nice hand rub, yeah, dude. The light in here is fucking terrible, but
Oh, we can tell without the knife. You have the
then
worst.
I got it's got an inlaid
Yeah, I saw the picture when you were cutting that in.
yeah, Zerka thumb disc with it's got burl inlay on it.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. Hey, if anybody in the chat, any of you guys work with any burl? I don't need slabs. I just want your scraps.
Man, the lighting is terrible.
Just like, little nickel and quarter size pieces of maple burl. If any of you guys have any of that,
I might have something for you, buddy.
have access.
A little
I need
couple.
a whole bunch. I want to do some part burl and part epoxy scales.
You're putting in an epoxy?
Yeah.
Dude, I got all kinds of random wood I can give you it's not stabilized. So if you're putting in an epoxy, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's just going to be small pieces for looks.
All right, yeah, I'll send you some pics.
And I think I messed up, Donnie. I ordered some aluminum honeycomb, some quarter scale aluminum honeycomb, quarter-inch stick to make knife scales out of. The problem is I hadn't been on eBay in so long that I checked out as a guest. And when you check out as a guest, there's no way to go back and look at your order.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm ever going to get it. I think I'll just put my money.
Yeah, I'll post a nice video, everybody, for that knife tomorrow.
Well, it's weird. The thing about Tontos is, dude,
Paul
I
knows,
always like the looks of a Tonto more than I like the way they cut. However,
I just don't like sharpening them.
However, that and Satu Days Tonto are two very far ends of the spectrum from one another, but they're also two of the best looking Tontos I've ever seen.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I don't care for the long, perfectly straight Tontos. Like a Cold Steel Voyager. I mean, to me, a Tonto is a Cold Steel, but I don't like the fact that yours has got shape to the spine, and like Dave's is Dave's to me looks like Billy's amygdala, but with a Tonto point. It's a real tall blade with a sweeping spine, and I want Dave's Tonto so bad I can't stand it, and he won't sell it.
Right.
I think he gave it to his brother or some bullshit.
5-door is my pleasure, homie.
Who said Apex? I love Tonto. I know. Maybe it was just the one I had. I know it was the Cold Steel Code 4 Tonto. And every time I would go to cut something at work with it, it was like I never got a full clean cut. It always seemed to skip a spot or something, and I just didn't. Man, I'm going to use those 45 shells. The reason I haven't used those 45 shells already is because
That's a modified clip point.
I'm not sure how to mix the epoxy. I want to be able to make the epoxy kind of smoke colored. But dude, literally, if I put just a quarter gram too much mica powder in there, they're going to turn solid black. You're not going to be able to see the shells.
Yeah.
He got me some 45 ECP shells that were cut down to like a quarter inch. So I want to lay them in my mold and then pour epoxy on it. But I haven't figured out how to get the epoxy light enough where you can see the shells without the epoxy looking clear. I just want just a little smoke color to it.
I got you.
But I'm getting close. I think I've about got it figured out. But that's why I hadn't done it yet. I don't want to ruin them.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. But I want to experiment with different, like, I don't know, if these were the same color all the way through, like putting this in epoxy. Oh shit, what'd I do?
What?
I opened the window.
We didn't see it, so.
Yeah, it was just, anything colored that I can put in the epoxy.
Are those fucking sprinkles?
Yeah, there's a story behind those. But yeah, I mean, if you sanded them, they wouldn't be colored anymore. I was going to buy some airsoft BBs and like lay a flat layer out of them and then pour epoxy until I covered them.
Yeah.
Problem is nobody sells assorted colors, or I can't find assorted colors of airsoft BB. So there's y'all some homework. If you guys can find a bag or a jar of assorted colors of airsoft
Stevie,
BB,
I made a press a long time ago.
let me know. My thing is I don't want to spend $15 on each color because I don't know how they're going to turn out. They might not be that popular. A couple of drops of watered down black ink. Yeah, but Terry, maybe that's where I'm messing up. The mica powder is so potent when you mix it in the epoxy. Maybe I don't need to use.
Yeah, use like a dye or something like he's saying. Yeah, Stevie, do you got like a specific material you're wanting? I made a press a long time ago. I can make the shit. It's just like enough for one knife at a time.
I already told him I could do it too, but he don't trust me. That's all right. I'm not. I don't know that I'm a professional at it yet either. I do like that.
I made a press out of all right, your quench plates?
Yeah.
So I got a pair that's a 4x6, 1-inch aluminum. And then I drilled 6 3/4-inch fucking bolts down the sides of each one of them. And then I just impact it together when I put my shit in there.
Yeah. Come salt my Carta. Matt, that would be a good idea, but we don't have an airsoft place around here. But if any of you guys see any assorted color airsoft pellets online somewhere, let me know about it. And Demonoc, I think you're right, because my first experience with epoxy was with dyes and not mica powders. And I'm pretty sure if I bought a bottle of the black dye, I don't even know that I need a drop. Maybe one drip onto something and then wipe half of it off and stir it in. Because I know with the dyes you can get a black color with it still being translucent. So somebody needs some TerraTough.
It's funny you say that. I fucking hate that material.
I don't know what's actually in it. I mean,
I hate the look of it. I fucking hate it. Like
I love it for use.
No, it feels great in hand, but I fucking hate the way it looks.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
I got a knife that I have laying around the house, and I never use it again because I fucking hate it.
Yeah, Mirasol, from what I understand, TerraTough is my Carta, but I think there's a difference in the epoxy. It's just that the epoxy that they use is not as toxic. I'm trying to cook, but get a hold of me after the live stream. I can answer about 5 of your questions on the epoxy. As far as Burlwood, I have to ask that. Okay. I'll say it again. Pubic hair. Terry, I don't have that much pubic hair. Have you seen my eyebrows?
I use West Systems epoxy. It's fucking nice as fuck.
My pubes are about the same way, dude. They've gotten thin.
Stevie, you never answered me, you fucker.
Yeah, man, that'd be a great idea if there was one. I mean, I'd like to have like crazy colors, purples and neon greens, and
right.
I'm not going to pay $15 per color to find out. And that's another thing. For all I know, when you grind into those, are they solid colored, or when you grind into?
No, I just think it's ugly, Apex. I don't like it in any fashion.
Yeah, I mean, man, I could probably just
That
take
makes
some black
yeah,
spray
dude. Think
paint.
about it like you're making gray wash.
Yeah, just take some black spray paint, spray it onto a piece of cardboard, and let one
Dip it right in that shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. Me had bought me those, and if they turn out and look good, I don't know that I want to sell them to somebody.
Oh, that was real, Terry? Well, I mean, like, I can do that, Stevie.
Yeah, and from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's something pretty meaningful to him. So I don't want to. I wouldn't want to do it.
I mean,
either.
I'll do it because I'll fucking go through enough epoxy that I feel comfortable using his shit first. You know, I'll go through test runs.
Yeah. Because I've got a pair of
Stevie, holler at me, man. We'll talk about it. Like,
I got a pair of my grandsons. He had some of those, those tan Carhartt overalls when he was a kid.
mm-hmm.
My daughter saved them for me, so I'm gonna cut them up and make some micarta out of them and make him a knife to put. He's only 3, so he's a long way from being able to have the knife. But
yeah,
Terry,
Stevie,
I just don't know if I trust it, dude. Like I'm using I don't know if I can demonstrate, but in a 6-ounce cup full of epoxy, if I put that much mica powder, like if I scooped my knife in and got that much mica powder, you can't see through it.
Yeah, dude, you
I don't think I want to mess with
tattoo pigment in there or something.
Yeah, I think I'd be better off trying a drip of what's that knife? What's that knife at over there with the tip?
Dipping in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're so deep in Bama that even your knives dip?
Yeah. You're not talking about that kitchen knife. Well, I've started on another kitchen knife. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about.
I have no idea what it's talking about. I'm just being an asshole.
By the way, meathead, just so I know, do I need to bring cardboard to start a fire tomorrow? Are we out of cardboard? And
what up, Brant?
Also, did you burn up all the wood? Got a curve cut into the tip. Oh, we ain't allowed to talk about that knife, meathead. Not yet. Sorry. We'll talk about it offline. I mean, it ain't no super secret squirrel shit. It's just, yeah, I can't talk about it just yet. This Cheeto's still here.
Oh, Brant, you're just in here, you silly fuck.
Did you figure out yet who sent you the horn?
No, I know I screenshotted it the other night.
Ourselves that we don't remember.
I screenshotted it the other night, and I just can't think of it because I'm a fucking asshole.
You are an asshole for not remembering who gave you that.
You're the one that gave him the address.
I know.
So fuck you.
But I've literally talked to everybody in the community this week, it seems like.
Oh, man, what was
I can't remember
who. So many friends.
It's going to drive me crazy now. I got to know.
I got to order me some gator piss. Fuck you, Todd. What does that mean? I ain't got no drones up in this motherfucker. I wanted this goddamn clown horn for like 20 years.
Oh, it was, I think that's Mark Parks.
That's what I said earlier. I called it, yes.
You did not.
I backed this motherfucking stream up.
Right, I believe you. Yeah, it was Mark Parks. The reason I get confused is because that's not his name on Instagram.
I just mixed up everybody in the goddamn chat because I don't actually know anybody's real name.
Right,
So
he's Daily Knife Nut on Instagram, and I can never remember.
I'm like, are you Paul Miller or Paul Might? Like, fuck, who said what to me? Stop having the same names.
Man, I have to figure that one out, how to make those work. The 45 shells, I was literally just going to lay them out in the mold face up.
Shark teeth would be cool.
Yes,
that's right, Arshir.
Yeah. But yeah, I could probably do that too. We figure it out.
Well, Donna, that's because your name's fucking Donna. It's on the screen. Yeah, you ain't got no fucking alias.
Killer clowns from outer space. I tried to do some of that copper chore boy, and I don't know what it is about that stuff, dude. But when you put it in the mold and pour epoxy into it, it traps air everywhere. Like there's voids everywhere in it. I don't know how to get it to like go down into epoxy and stay. It wants to rise up. I guess I'm gonna have to sit with it after like an hour and a half and find that point of where it's just starting to harden. And it'll let the stuff go in and stay, but yet still seal back up. Put it in the mode. I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. You must be talking to somebody else. I've got some really cool scale materials for these. And I've got more coming. I got some badass looking stuff coming, but as bad as I hate to say it, they're going to be about at least a $30 markup. But I'll show them when I get them. I've got one set.
What are you talking about?
I bought some shit from Outcast Blanks. It's fucking beautiful, man.
Nice.
I wish to God I could charge enough to put his shit on everything I make, because he makes some of the most. But he doesn't. He's not using epoxy. He's using urethanes, and with urethanes, like you put a temperature gun on it, and you know that when it reaches 95 degrees, you can add another color of urethane, and they won't blend. They'll bond, but they won't blend together and bleed into each other.
I got you.
That's what I was asking. Like, man, how do you get those colors just to butt right up to one another and not bleed in? But he's using a completely different material.
Well, Donna, tell him to quit slacking off on the internet and get to work.
Oh, Derek, I'll remember. I'll holler at you later. But I was live when you called her. That's why I couldn't answer. Shane say mold. What's wrong with mold?
Apex Acme. No, I thought it was fucking somebody else. Oh no. Who sent me that shit? Was it really Brant? Brant, speak up, motherfucker.
Why are you wanting Brant to speak up?
Because Apex, your homie, said that Brant was the one that actually sent it to me.
It wasn't. It was Mark Parks.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I don't know. Motherfuckers fuck with me. There's no return address. I don't know.
Yeah. Todd, I started to build a vacuum chamber for mine, but every other pour I've done, I have zero issues with air bubbles. But the problem with it is not just the reason it creates air bubbles is because the stuff is kind of springy. So when I put it in the mold, it wants to bounce back, even if you push it back down. So what's happening is as the epoxy's curing, it's springing up and creating voids.
Donna,
maybe a vacuum chamber would work, but I don't.
I've been talking to him.
Who?
I'm talking to Donna.
Oh.
Trying to make me feel bad.
Yeah, Mike at Outcast Blanks is amazing. That dude. If you guys aren't following Outcast Blanks, he don't make knives. He just makes, and they're not necessarily knife scales. He just makes beautiful pieces of epoxy for whatever. But that's some pretty stuff. But you're talking about $35 a knife.
Yeah, I do, Donna. Yeah. Well, I know what he tells me. He's got half a foot in the grave.
Right. Outcast Blanks is also chromatic EDC, but he's not. I can't remember the name of the other one now. Outcast Blanks is not Brian F. I'll tell you that much. I had a harder time separating those two than I did Terry and Cole there for a while. Kyle's mom's my son. God, do you think you could get your mom to suck my epoxy to keep the bubbles from popping up in it?
Holy shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's right, Donna. He'll be all right, though.
The first time Kyle calls me offended over what somebody said to him, I'm going to have to hurt
Kyle?
his feelings. Yeah. If it ever happens, I'm just going to tell him, Kyle, you asked for every fucking bit of this. Like, Kyle has trolled everybody first.
Kyle, all right, me and Kyle, we go our rounds or whatever, but when Kyle's feeling some kind of way, that dude will go out of his way to personal message you. So, I mean, he can talk all the shit he wants. He's still softy. I ain't apologizing to him in a personal message.
Right, Stevie. He's not Mitten State EDC. But don't Mitten State EDC have another
Right,
name
Mom.
also, other than Brian F? I don't know. If she can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
That's right, Todd. That's the best old term. I love it. It's like a golf ball or a golden hose.
Yeah.
So silly.
In the South, it was
Kyle, exactly, Demonaki's just so soft, you know.
in Alabama, a bigger saying than that was she could suck the chrome off a trailer ball.
Well,
That's impressive.
that's some basketball shit.
Yeah. Kyle is a sweetheart. He just don't want anybody to know it.
I know, he's a big softie.
Yeah.
That's why I'd be like, oh man, I actually love you. Don't be mad.
Oh man.
We've been very cordial lately.
Dude, what's in this part of your body like? Down your left side, just to the outside of your nipple, and go straight down to about 4 inches above your waistline. I keep having a sharp pain right there. I don't know what's
On your left side?
I think that's your spleen, isn't it?
Fuck, I don't know. On the left side, I don't know.
All day long, dude. I've been having like a stabbing pain right there.
I mean, you got gas?
Maybe I do. It might be what it is. I've had it before, and it's extremely annoying and painful. But that's your balgina.
Balgina. That's your balgina.
Thanks, man.
Spleen.
Hey,
Donna
I remember when I was live the other day, and
That's
I was bragging about my 500 degree fire I had going in the wood burning heater. And I even said, if Meathead saw this, he'd think it was fucking weak. This dude at like 1 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, sends me a picture of the heater.
This pussy. That's right, Cheeto.
Of the heater with the fucking thermometer pegged on like 750. And it just said baby shit.
Y'all should have been cooking pizza in that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Well, thanks, Donna. I wasn't scared before, but now that you mentioned
Yeah, you can't be telling us motherfuckers or that are A, hypochondriacs and B, have had issues. You can't be telling us shit like that.
Yeah.
You're a mom. You're supposed to tell us that we're okay.
By the way, Meathead, I told Steve Mullins today that you said hey, and he did remember you. So yeah, he's not doing good at all, Meathead. We were supposed to go eat lunch yesterday, and his wife called me to let me know she was taking him to the hospital. So he's probably fixing to go on oxygen. I was there when the doctor came in. He was like, the doctor told him, he's like, I don't know how you're breathing at all. He's like,
that's rough.
Yeah, they said he had the word he used, I'd never heard it before. But
I learned that a long time ago, bud.
He said he had an innumerable amount of spots on his lungs. In other words, so many they can't count them.
Right.
So yeah, he's not doing well.
Matt, man, I'm telling you, if you ever meet my mom, they'll go bowling. They might kill each other, but they'll go bowling.
Yeah,
exactly,
man. Went MIA trying to fix some uploads for a sale.
Grabbing a beer, be back.
Cheeto, you trying to sell some shit to buy Thug? Is that what you're trying to do? You ain't got to sell that many knives, buddy. My shit ain't that expensive. Plus, you get a discount, remember? I kind of owe you. I'm only going to sell you a Thug at a discount if you promise to never show that other knife ever again, though. And Cheeto, you were the one that wanted one with no scales, right? Covered this last week. I couldn't for the life of me remember who that was, and then I remembered it was you. You said you wanted to try your hand at putting scales on one. It is expensive. I went it made from meteorite, and I can't make that promise, Shane. Oh, Cheeto, I'm going to send you one anyway. You ain't going to owe me that much. Well, thanks, Zach. You're a penny short, but I ain't gonna call you cheap for it. I know that's because you're on an iPhone or some shit, and it always deducts a penny. Paul, I'd have to look, and in all honesty, I don't know exactly how many I have until the rest of them get here tomorrow. But I'm getting close. I'm getting very close to being sold out.
God damn it, Donna, you sound just like my mom, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, you absolutely can. I mean, I'll shave some money off for not having to do the scales. That's not me, Shane. I'm chasing a joke wolf. Well, I got those coming too. But didn't you tell me on the maybe you said that because my scales were so bad on the first one. Maybe you're afraid to let me do them again. But
Joe,
yeah, I still have like. There's been a lot of hype and people talking about getting a K390 joke wolf, but other than the 3 that are spoken for, the other 3 nobody has officially spoken. Well, I'm sorry, Javon has spoke for one. So I still have 2 K390 joke wolves that are not spoken for. So
Donna, I feel you. If you'd have met my grandmother, man, yeah, she was a crazy old gypsy lady. Y'all want to see one of my prized collection pieces that I have that you're gonna think is fucking stupid? It's a fucking tick counter. I've wanted one of these like my whole life, and I finally got one like a couple years ago.
Is your hero is the guy working at the carnival?
I have no idea. I just always wanted one, man.
See, that kind of pisses me off because I was really that relieved a lot of stress thinking I'd figured out who that was. But okay,
Kathleen, what up?
So now there's only one joke wolf left.
Wild tonight?
Cheeto, I'll get yours done and send it to you, and we'll work the rest out later because you paid me for a knife that should have never been sold.
Yeah, our grandmothers, we got along. Yeah.
Apparently, everybody saw Satu Dave's video today but me. I keep getting.
Oh, sure, yes. Appreciation. I love it. I've always wanted one my whole life, and I finally got one. Derek, for real, dude, it's sweet. I got it in a fucking antique store or whatever.
Next, you will have keys on a retractor wheel. Yeah.
No, that's my brother. He's got the little.
Oh, if there's even one left, it's yours, buddy. Because so far you are customer number one, and I appreciate the support. So,
Paul, yeah, Satu's video was good earlier. He talked about Shane a lot. Talked about the whole process.
Yeah. I've got a lot of.
That's right, Ernie, Big Ern.
I don't want to say I've got a lot of refinement to do. It won't take me long to do it. But I don't know if any of you guys watched the video. If you're not a maker, it might have been a little boring. But Satu posted a video up about a knife that Billy made him.
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
A lot of people would be upset, but Billy asked him to post that video.
Yeah, totally.
And, because he wanted everybody to see the things that Satu found wrong with the knife that Billy made him. And I really wanted to see it. So he
and
just
at the same time, like Satu explained at the same time that like that dude's still learning too. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's what it's all about.
But like, I'll show you something on this knife right here that I might not have caught. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but can you tell that this line right here is not square? Can you see that, Donnie? Yeah, right there. You see it?
Yeah.
That line right there.
Yep.
It's not square.
Yeah.
It's a little higher on one side than it is. I might not have ever noticed that before, in all honesty. I'm sure whoever bought it, looking at it close, would have. But now I know it's there. I know to look for that. But Satu will check square here. He wants the flat part of the handle and the spine. I mean, he will literally check it to make sure it's a exact perfect 90 degrees. But this joint right here, it's not perfectly straight. It's straighter than the other one, but trust me, it's not. Right. It's not perfect. But it's good to know that those are things I need to be looking for to up my game. And I am going to further hand sand. I'm not touching these grind lines, but I am going to further hand sand these flats.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and make them look better. I mean, the handle is only going to leave about that much exposed, but yeah.
Funny you mentioned that, Matt. Like, I go to get a beer, I come back, Shane's got his shirt off. Like, you think I'm that drunk yet? I mean, like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, Derek, like I said, without glasses, I probably would have never saw it. It's really embarrassing to admit. It's almost
right,
hard
Joe.
to believe that it's almost hard to believe that there was things that I just wasn't seeing. It wasn't my fault. I just couldn't see them.
Gnarly, that would be my grandma for sure.
Yeah.
She dead, but that would have been her.
That's like, you're right. And I think the greatest message I ever got from anybody was from Jeffrey Dawson when he critiqued my knife very respectfully and was also at the same time very impressed at what he got from somebody this new to the game. That his critique meant more to me than all the fire emojis in the world. We all know how good that shit feels. But, yeah, you're right, Archie. You're absolutely right.
I need to order some fat carbon for a project I'm doing.
Man, I just can't get over the price, man.
Yeah, it's requested though, so they're buying.
It's so expensive. Like this little piece right here. This is one piece, 1/8 inch thick. Luckily, Paul's knife is very small, so I'll be able to split it.
Right.
But this was, by the time it got here, it was like $65.
Oh yeah, no, it's not cheap. I know.
Yeah. I don't even take this to the shop. I literally keep it within arm's reach of my bed until time to install it because I'm so worried about it.
Kathleen, why'd they pull her YouTube? Why did they pull her down?
They did what now?
She said they pulled MPG's live again.
Huh. Yeah, I'd like to know why they did that. Now, Kathleen, that kind of before your time, but this corner I sit in,
Yeah, she might have been showing pews, yeah, for sure.
right underneath this table is the heater vent. So if the females in the house get cold, they turn the heat up, and it literally cooks me sitting here.
I
So
bet.
one night I took my shirt off because I was miserably hot, and people started super chatting me. So now, every time somebody super chats me, they expect me to take my shirt off. So,
And you know,
yeah,
he's
I
a
don't
slut.
yeah. Touching pews. Oh, did she touch her gun?
I don't know.
I'd love to.
You know what's funny about that? Like a couple people recently we've gotten pulled down for playing with pews online. Like
You can't even.
the Knight's Edge got pulled down.
Move it.
Dude, like 3 weeks ago we were live and I was like, look at my fucking gun.
Right. And what got me was it was so early. Usually, if you do something that early, they're gonna catch you. I can't
I
believe
just thought it was funny though. I was like, oh, I just did that last week and nothing happened.
Tina, we've had $7 donated. We're $3 away from the chocolate chips. So y'all got the topless. Take another $3.
Matt, put your money where your mouth is, please.
Somebody did that last
But
week.
he still won't, so don't.
Oh, I put it back on last week. They paid money and asked me to put it back on, so I did. I'm hoping he don't because I'm pretty old.
I mean, I was kidding. Obviously, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's right, sure, I was.
There's
Gotta
no
keep
going
the
back.
property taxes down.
Dude, I got so sleepy about 7 o'clock tonight. Dude, I was literally that close to canceling the lives. I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I really don't. I was fighting to keep my eyes open, but I feel better. Well, there it is, guys. Kathleen, turn your head for about 5 seconds. There's the heart surgery scar.
Oh, shit!
We got
Let's see it.
All right, Kathleen, you're good. You get enough for your porch.
We're back to PG here.
That porch thing was funny. I mean, it was also very insensitive of me. I was asking people from California if they made it okay through the fire. I didn't even think. But I knew if Patina had damage, I would have heard about it.
Right.
So I asked on the live, and Patina's like, Oh, I see, Shane. I'm going to ask about me. And then his next comment was, my porch is on fire. I literally had a mouthful of sugar-free Kool-Aid. And I
Sugar-free Kool-Aid. I love how you like specifically said that.
Spewed it all across the room when I read that. Yeah.
God damn.
I do have tiny nipples, Archie. I have no idea why.
Kathleen, I've been cold all day too. It's cold as fuck here. It says it's 20, but it feels like 1 degree out. It's like super bad. It's fucking terrible here.
Every time I look at my revenue on YouTube, it pisses me off because it shows me my last check for April of 2024 for $180. They never paid me that money. That was you guys' money. That really pisses me. I don't care. I just feel like they should have refunded your money if they weren't going to give it to me. They just kept it all. That was the month I got taken down. Well, so instead of paying me,
obviously they're going to keep it.
Yeah, I didn't care that they didn't pay me. It just pissed me off that it was my birthday, and more people gave than usual, and they kept their money.
Hold on,
Ed, you got your shirt today?
You got T-shirts?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you got ones with your current logo on them?
No, it was the one with the eagle with the Spyderco wings. Really nice shirt. Tina, do you have one of the nice ones, or do you have one of the ones with the vinyl sticker on them?
Jesse, what does that mean? What is the coats? I don't know. Coasts.
I'll tell you what I will do.
Like not, you're saying I don't belong in Nebraska?
Cole, if you're still here.
I mean, yeah, probably not, man, but I'm fucking here, bro. I'm in it to win it.
Cole, if you're still here, would you be interested in putting my T-shirts on Longbone? I hope you make a little money. I don't want any money, but you designed the logo. I think it'd be really cool if you had them on Longbone and I could send people there to get the new shirt.
I mean, Jesse, I am, though. I mean, I was born in Omaha, Nebraska, bro. Like, this is where I was bred and still live. But yeah, I definitely don't belong here. I should have left a long time ago. My problem is I fucking really like my family and I'll never, ever leave them.
Man, all those T-shirts are like.
And I mean, my siblings.
I've got a couple left, but they're all like 3Xs.
We call it the blessed guilt.
I ordered very few small people T-shirts because I don't know that many small people. Cole, you still here? Does that sound good to you?
Kyle, no, he's in bed. What the fuck? Derek, I mean, yeah, but maybe.
Kathleen, I think I saw.
Sure, that's true, man. Like,
I think I saw a post of his.
I mean, but everywhere's the same to me. It wouldn't really matter.
And like, you could see the flames from his
Except
front
for
yard.
my family.
Did you see that, Kathleen, on Instagram? That Uncommon EDC post? No, was that Uncommon EDC? It may have been somebody else.
Donna, you shut the fuck up.
You can see the flames from their front yard, though. Maybe that wasn't Uncommon EDC. That's somebody that's usually in my chat. Now I can't remember who it was.
Donna, I told her if her and the rest of the siblings wanted to come down and hang out, that was cool, but I'm not specifically bringing her with just me and Ernie. Ernie would fucking kill her before I did.
Man, I'll see if I have a shirt that's not stained up and bring you one. Well, Cole, apparently Cole's not in here anymore. But, because I'd really like to know if he's cool with that.
Jesse, no, I feel you.
Because that would be a cool way to pay him back for designing my logo. And he did something else super kind for me recently that was completely unnecessary.
Donna, she does like hanging with her friends. So that, all right. If you're down to hang.
I hate to do this during a live, but if I don't, I forget.
What's that? Oh, whatever. It's fine.
Message Cole.
Which Colt?
Broke ass.
Oh, okay. Then it's all good. If it was the other Colt, then I'd tell you to go fuck yourself. Not really. I don't have a problem with him. Gnarly, I've never been to Texas, man. Texas is big as fuck, though. Like, I feel like it's a sweeping generalization. Donna, all right. Well, maybe something will happen. Matt, that's the problem. They already are senile. Well, my fucking dad, before he fucking bit the dust there, his running joke our whole childhood was like, you know, while mom's in the room, like, oh, well, you know, we're gonna commit her someday, so it's okay, you know, like, so now we've just kept that joke alive, you know. We're just like, well, mom, you know, we can just ship you off.
Hopefully Cole says yes, and I have a place I can send you guys to get a shirt. I won't make anything off of it. If it helps Cole out, that'd be awesome.
Jesse, right? Like, Texas is big as fuck, man. Like,
who here in the chat was like super close to the somebody that an account I know really well posted a picture from their front porch, and you could see the flames like 2 blocks away. You guys remember who that was? I'm sure all y'all saw it. So I'm thinking it was like Arshear, or I can't remember who it was now. But I know all of you saw it.
Meathead, you should hide that.
Please don't do that, Meathead.
I didn't know if you saw that. I scrolled up.
Yeah, I was trying to act like I didn't see it.
Oh, that's good.
And if there's not one, Meathead, I'll get you the new one. You'll like the new one better anyway.
Matt, that's the problem. Like, they're senile and all, but like, they're still fucking crafty, man. Like, what the fuck?
Patina, he said yes, but he's making dinner.
Anytime we think we're ahead, they fucking get one over on us.
I will let you guys know as soon as that's available on Longbone. That would be super cool, guys. That'd be something super cool for Cole to do, kind of like Bunker Branding does. You know, they've got all those brother and sister channels that they make all their stuff for. It'd be awesome if Longbone could turn into like where you can go to get your Satisfaction shirt or what. I don't know the finances behind all that, so I don't care to make anything off of it, but that'd be super cool if we could do that with somebody. You know, he could have his designs plus all of our designs. Everybody could have one place to go to find them.
Donna, you been hanging out with Mimo there?
I'd like a Shane t-shirt. But on the other hand, I don't want to give Cole any money. Well, I don't know why you wouldn't want to give Cole money, dude. Cole's a super cool guy.
Cole is super nice dude, man.
Yeah. I like the fact that I called him and he answered. And then right after he messaged Stevie mad because I called him. Apparently he doesn't like talking on the phone.
Who?
Cole.
Oh, you don't like talking on the phone? But he goes live?
I think that was a pretty big step for him.
Oh, that's
going live, yeah.
But he goes live a lot, so like whatever, get over it.
Yeah.
If he is here, I'd talk shit.
Shane going the conglomeration way. Well, why not, man? I mean, I don't think anybody in our community is making enough money off of T-shirts or ball caps that it's really worthwhile. But we would all be willing to get behind one person doing it. You know, if they could eventually get it to making high 4-digit numbers a month. I'd rather know Cole could make $300 or $400 a month than any of us make $10 or $15 a piece. That just seems dumb to me.
Stevie, check your Instagram messages.
Any of the pickled steel knives coming out? Any thoughts? I dig them big knives for the price. Pickled steel? I don't know. I don't think I have seen that, Derek. I've seen Kyle's face a bunch of times. I could draw Kyle at this point. See, Lemmy, that's some of the kind of shit that Cole would be great at.
Kyle's waiting for me to
a t-shirt with little tiny nipples on the front of it, or some God HRC, something silly on the front.
You can leave the bag on Kyle. It's fine.
I'll get with him though.
Oh, One Moon, what up? No. Yeah. Well, One Moon.
If we could make one with Speedy Gonzalez saying "Damn it, Shane," in one of those speech bubbles, That could be the Patina Turner edition. Donnie will never see me. I made a priority.
That's good.
Can we see this drawing? No, I would never do that without his permission.
Bugsy, peace out.
Kelly White is going to be the U.S. rep for pickled steel now. I don't know who Kelly White is, but I guess congrats to that person. Bugsy, it was good seeing you, buddy. I hope to see you this year at Blade Show. Yeah, you are more slowpoke, Patina. You're right there. You ain't got that cheesy little mustache slowpoke's got, do you? God, I loved that cartoon when I was a kid, man. It was always my favorite when Slowpoke would show up. Derek, I don't know at all what you were saying. Pickle Steel Knives was on EDC with DVD yesterday, and with Aldo and Gareth. I don't know who I know a Gareth, but I didn't know he did live streams. I heard Mystery Ranch got bought out.
Riley, don't ignore me.
Ignore
me!
Who's Mystery Ranch? Why do I know that name and can't remember what it is? Yeah, I mean, he could do a cartoon of a...
Kyle, you have Erica's haircut,
of a midget breakdancing spinning. And the great thing about like how Cole does it is if nobody buys it, he doesn't lose any money. He just puts the design up there. If it sells, he makes a couple of bucks. If it don't, no loss. But I think that'd be a great idea to do like a weekly Mattisfaction shirt. Cole could take because it seems like every week on Mattisfaction there's a punchline that everybody kind of gravitates towards. So he could do, and like I said, who cares if sell 1 or 10?
Pretty French, homie.
Can he not see the messages from Ryan? What's her screen name, Meathead?
That's pretty French.
Hey, do you know what, Meathead? It may not let her post because I've got this marked not for children. So if she's got an account, it might not let her in here. I don't know that for a fact. I'd have to know what her screen name is, but I haven't seen any screen names I don't recognize.
There's just one that says, don't ignore me. It says, Riley, don't ignore me.
Oh, I can't believe you haven't given me a shirt. I'm sorry, Riley. My bad, baby. I'll get you a shirt. As soon as Cole gets them designed, I'll get you one. Yeah. My bad, Meathead. I didn't see it. They are posting. You're blind. You're right. I am blind. Not midget spinners in production yet. Jesse, if I could make midget spinners, I would. But you know as well as I do, to get a good quality midget spinner made, I'd have to go to China.
Damn.
Well, now you're saying EDC with DVD. A while ago it was DVD. I'm going to cook a pizza. You better not. You can cook a pizza in that little black oven, that little air fryer, but not that knife oven. Man, did you tell her that either her or one of her goofball friends broke our drill press? Actually, that may not be true. It's just as likely it was an adult that did that. I have a metal midget spinning. Yeah, if I could find a little top or something that was shaped like a midget you could spin, I could probably sold a few dozen of those. Good one, Riley. The bad thing is I wouldn't put it past her doing it.
Definitely.
It only cost me like $400 in heating elements.
Do not cook a fucking pizza in that bitch. Please.
Yeah.
Please do not.
I mean, technically she could. It's just gonna
you can, but it's gonna fuck those elements up.
Yeah. No, I didn't say a word. Didn't know who did it. I mean, it still works. It ain't nothing like the damage I did to that poor bandsaw. Me had a perfectly good bandsaw. I started cutting jute my card on it. That's actually an issue, too. I don't know how I'm going to cut scale materials tomorrow. I don't have a bandsaw.
Get a portaband and a table.
We've got a portaband, but I don't have the table.
Make a fucking table. You can weld, bitch.
It's not like we just got that shit laid around.
All right, but you can source some bullshit to make a table, can you?
Call it the James, and proceeds can go to his little hip. James got all kind of medical problems, man. James not going to live to be old. He's got some kind of something wrong with his brain. I don't know. Apparently, a lot of midgets have like blood issues. They have hemoglobin problems.
Todd, my first set, it lasted about 5 years, but may have lasted longer if I didn't probably burn some shit up in there that I shouldn't have, like epoxy and some other shit that was on some things. But you should probably replace them every 3 years.
Ted, thank you very much. I used to weld almost every day. I was pretty decent at it. But I still
need to learn to weld. I want to learn how to TIG weld.
Also had better eyesight back then. But technically, you're right. All I need is a flat sheet of steel. I can build the legs out of wood, and I just got to drill the holes to line up to that plate on the portaband.
Yeah.
It'd really be helpful if I had Mickey there to help me. But I got to get. Well, hell, I won't get the rest of the knives in until tomorrow evening, so I ain't got to do it tomorrow, but Tuesday at the very latest. And it depends. I have had to grind some welds, yeah.
From being spun.
No, he had the brain damage before. He's had several surgeries. He's got big L-shaped scars on the side of his head. I will add the bandsaw to the power bill. That tightwad motherfucker actually went on AlabamaPower.com.
It's real life, though, man.
He went on AlabamaPower.com just to see how much I was running his power bill up.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. See, you got your own Ernie, too, man.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, guess what? This costs money. And I'm like, oh, shit, it does.
He's like, power bill was $42 when you weren't working here, and now it's $156.
I'm like, oh, wait, shit, power isn't free? Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be lucky to break even on this next batch of knives. Time it gets done with me. I don't feel very guilty about that bandsaw meathead because that thing was a piece of shit.
I've done stick welding before, Todd Carr, but I've never done TIG welding. I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah. You might be right, Lemmy. I probably didn't help his situation any. I'm telling you, if y'all could have saw him laying there on his hip running in place, and the whole time I'm thinking, that ain't going to help you get up. Why are you running? It's like you can't run fast enough to just all of a sudden pop up. He was trying his damnedest, man.
That's some cartoon shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's coming up with all kinds of surprises, and he be telling me. I didn't know he had a fucking degree in fucking CNC.
2-foot long string on tie. I'm not paying the power bill. I didn't even know about the shirts, Kyle. I mean, man, I don't have a problem at all paying the power bill.
Donna, I knew that. I just didn't know his credentials.
I don't remember ever hitting anybody else up for a power bill and was working out of my shop. But in all fairness, you were mostly there helping me work on Daniel's shit. So if anybody owed anything on the power bill at my house, it was Daniel. Because you know as well as I do, we worked on his shit more than we did ours. It sounds like you're a shitty shop foreman. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm smarter than I look. How often was my shit in your... I just brought that up, meathead. You're right. We rarely ever worked on your shit in my shop. But we sure as hell worked on Daniel's. We worked on Daniel's shit way more than we did ours. But I'm just saying, you was there spinning that meter, though. Brother had a MIG welder, but only used it once or twice. Technically, anybody can MIG weld, man. It's not the only thing to learn about MIG welding is where to put your settings for the thickness of steel that you're welding. Luckily, just about everything we welded was the same. We rarely ever even had to adjust mine. I just got a text from Derek asking me if I'm going live tonight. Y'all heard it, Dean.
Yeah, I mean, we've been live. The same time we go live every night. Pinky.
Yeah. It's just weird.
We need like itchy and scratchy fucking shit for our show. That's what we need.
Yeah. I can weld up a broken heart. I just don't anymore.
What is happening here?
I'll say this, I do. I bought a damn $400 Matco welder.
Yeah.
And I think we run 2,400 feet of welding wire through that thing. We got every penny out of that fucking welder. I'm talking about we never replaced the damn liner or a gun. I know I was buying the biggest spool you could fit in that machine. We run 2,400 feet.
Crispy, I want to learn how to weld titanium.
Yeah, Derek, you heard it. You heard it, Ben. Yeah. TIG is best weld. They make big welders for aluminum, but yeah. You sent that exactly 2 hours and 3 minutes ago, Derek. It was 9:04. Derek can't see shit. He probably don't know he's watching. He thinks he's watching EDC for DVD. Derek, just because it's your time doesn't mean it was longer ago. It don't matter what time zone you're in, buddy. 2 hours is 2 hours.
That's true.
I said it was exactly 2 hours ago. He said, my time. That is the worst use of daylight savings time in the history of daylight savings time. Oh, love you, Derek. That was awesome, dude. Thank you.
Patina, what the fuck is an air arc cutter?
It's like a plasma cutter.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Billy's got a plasma cutter. I don't even think he's ever used it.
Dude, I wish I had a fucking plasma cutter. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
I want to build a freehand. So this is my idea. Hear me out. I want to build a fucking water jet that I can use freehand.
I think that would be awesome, but
I don't even know if that's possible. But this is like a goal of my life.
It is, but it would still need to. The jet would need to be mounted on a fixed arm.
Yeah, like a gyro thing.
Yeah,
because you couldn't really hold it yourself.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Not up and down, but like, yeah, exactly.
Well, Patina Turner, that's probably because you used to smoke meth, because that's what meth heads smell like. They smell like welding smoke.
I'd be breaking into a donut shop, but it wouldn't be Dunkin', homie. But I'd probably try to light my bong for sure.
Yeah, that's an inside joke, by the way, Patina. My brother used to smoke a lot of ice, and he smoked so much of it that you could smell it on him, and he would tell his girlfriend it was welding smoke. It did smell a little like burnt metal. So
yeah, no, it don't smell good. I know that. My homeboy was super deep in it.
Let me tell you how. Let me do it. Dude, my brother lived with me for a few years, and this dude was smoking ungodly amounts of ice every day, and drinking 36 beers, and eating cloves of garlic whole. Can you imagine on an August day after being in the shop working all day when he walked out there what he smelled like, dude?
No, Jesus I don't want
Christ, to, man.
Why was he eating whole cloves? Fuck the drugs. Why was he eating whole cloves of garlic? What the fuck?
It's good for your heart.
I don't care.
I mean, if you're gonna smoke meth, you better do something good for your heart. So
Fuck,
he
I
would eat
guess.
cloves of garlic.
Jesus fucking shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And as soon as he'd break a sweat, the meth and beer and garlic would just
Oh, I bet, dude.
would just
Nasty. That's
emit
foul.
from it.
That's foul as fuck.
Yeah. We all just got used to it. It didn't even stink anymore after a while. It was just Kevin.
Todd Carr, that's what I'm saying. If I could like freehand it, I'm telling you, I could do some cool shit with it.
Yeah. It's really I got to see one at Alabama Damascus.
Yeah.
You literally you just put in the program, put in the plate of steel, and just sit there. It just cuts all that shit out. But what I don't like about it,
fuck you, that's gross.
what I don't like about it is that when you're done, you still have to go back and square the knife. The knife.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah, for sure.
The knife is not square. It cuts everything in a cone.
Yeah.
So like the top side where it cuts might only be a 1/32 gap, and at the bottom it might be an 1/8 inch because it cones out as it cuts.
It does.
It's just really not even ideal for fixed blade. I mean, in all honesty, if you're doing it for the time savings, it's really worth pay the. I think it's about double, but just pay the extra and have it wire EDM. That way, it comes out square. Your holes aren't one size on one side, a different size on the other.
No, I mean, yeah, wire EDM is the way to go. It's fucking expensive.
That's like, I think even you can get that for about $12 a blade, but you got to be doing a large batch to get it for that. Yeah. If you use a castle, it fits right into the head. And it cuts pretty straight. It rests right on the material. I don't know, Tina. You may be right. I just know that's why Brian doesn't use water jet, because a water jet can't cut square.
I just got my first batch of water jet shit. And yeah, it's definitely not square, but it's
if you guys want Damascus, I can get you all the damn Alabama Damascus you want. And I've been down there. I've watched him test it. There ain't no doubt. It's good shit. I don't know about its edge retaining abilities. But
I gotta grab a beer, but hold on one second.
I watched him pick up one, sharpen it, hammer it through a 16-penny nail. It didn't even scratch the anodize off of the Damascus. It's tough stuff. But I don't know that many people that want Damascus. I'm talking about for fabrication. A CNC cut, anything is going to be cleaner. But plasmas have a ton of use to it. Yeah. Well, a plasma may cut square. I'm just talking about a water jet. Or my experience is what I know about water jets. They may have changed the technology now where it's different. I don't know. And we bought a cheap plasma for my shop back when we were building dune buggies and rock crawlers and shit. And it literally was no better. It was no better than a torch. Matter of fact, my buddy Tony King could cut a pattern out cleaner with a torch than you could with that plasma cutter. That may have just been because it was a cheap plasma cutter. I mean, it was still $1,000, but as far as plasma cutters go, that's pretty cheap. I got you, Matt. Yeah, that may just be a damn old ass water jet they've got at Alabama Damascus, and I know Brian said that for what he needed because of the the groove for the stop pin and the lock bar face, that water jet wasn't accurate enough. So Brian's pretty picky. So Kyle, I bet he had a red bandana tied around his neck too. You know the kind I'm talking about. So his neck didn't get sunburnt. Probably welding in some fucking Tevas. Order What are the other two axes? I don't know, Joe.
You were talking about ADS,
Huh?
Alabama and Damascus.
Oh, yeah.
I made this like 6 years ago. And this fucking thing is like laser fucking thin. And it has been amazing. I've
It doesn't
carried
look like Alabama. His Damascus is usually like a whole lot of black with like some shiny lines.
It's lost its edge. I only etched it one time 5 years ago, man.
Oh, okay.
It's super fucking just worn out.
Right.
But this is one of my patterns, Shane.
I got you. I like that. I like the thorn better. But...
And then, all right. And then there's this one too.
Yeah. Yeah, I make one that looks a little bit like that. I mean, unless the thorn's an issue, it don't matter to me, dude.
No, man. I just wanted to give you an option, man. That's all.
I mean, I like the thorn from the minute I saw it.
Tight.
Does it cut on the 45s? Is Joe being a sarcastic ass? Is that what's happening here? Because I know there's a such thing as a 5-axis CNC.
No, yeah, there is a 5-axis, and that shit is wild to watch work.
I don't know what all those axes are.
That's fucking crazy. Kyle.
I am not. All right, Joe. If you're just seeking information, I get it.
Yeah, 5-axis is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Matt, you used to run wire EDM, you fucker. You never told me that. Sorry, I'm a little behind.
Yeah. My buddy has a 5-axis Haas. That's the guy that does the gun work, Kyle. Is that right? All right, Simon, my gun store got in a mini CNC mill.
Kyle, nice. What the fuck?
They got in a CNC mill, Donnie. And I was like, fuck yeah, that could be cool, man. I could get some, I could probably get some Fuller's cut, shit like that. But listen to this, dude. It's strictly for cutting optics into gun slides. The only thing this thing will do, the only programs in it, is you have to put what handgun it is so it can cut the slide. You can't enter any other information into it. It's only for cutting optic slides into handguns, which makes no sense because they just bought it, and now every handgun made comes optics ready. So it's only going to be good for people's older pistols.
Kyle, dude, that's fucking goals, man. I told motherfuckers, Sawtooth Dave talked about it this morning, man. I'm going to have a fucking Swift lathe. I'm going to make my own fucking screws one of these days.
I think B is turning the pallet. I don't know what that means.
Any access on angles off perpendicular? I don't know, man. Those things do crazy shit, man. They do all angles.
Yeah, but tell you that.
I don't want one position. I want all positions.
That last fabrication shop I worked in, they had a water jet table that took up.
Dude.
It took up the bay that it was in. Norfolk Southern trains used to come through there to load and unload steel, and it took up the whole fucking thing. I bet that table was shit. I bet it was 25 feet across and probably 60, 80 feet long. But they make all the like guardrails, any piece of steel you see involved with Department of Transportation, whether it's the guardrails or the pans they pour the concrete in for overpasses, they make all that shit.
Oh yeah, Donna, you're about the same age as my mom. Sorry, scrolling back up.
XYZ angle, and another that Matt can't apparently explain to me. Yeah, I don't understand all those either. I know
I've just never fucked with the
build. I know they can build just about anything. You know, they got a damn titanium shit. You know what I'm talking about. So those machines that make stuff out of plastic. 3D printer.
Yeah.
I got ones that 3D print in titanium now to make pew pew suppressors out of.
Yeah.
They're just like $500,000.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, sell a lot of damn suppressors to pay for that thing.
My brother's got a 3D printer. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
We've definitely printed some.
I wonder what the toughest stuff you could 3D print to make knife scales would be. What's the toughest filament?
I mean, all of it compared to what we already use isn't shit though.
Right. Yeah, I know. I know it can't print like G10 because G10 is reinforced.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I just wonder if
in
there's
spot
something.
two, we got similar goals, man.
Sawtooth Dave said that you wanted to make screw in his
Screws,
video.
yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to make your own screws? Yeah.
I do eventually. I just gotta get that tool.
Yeah, metal can be 3D printed. It's pretty much just a powder metallurgy.
Yeah, it's just a different.
Of course, I didn't understand that.
It's not the same though, you know.
Keep in mind, well, powder metallurgy is pretty much all 3D printed. I didn't understand how that works. It's when it's molten, it's sprayed out into a chamber that's cold, and when it comes out so fine that it turns to a powder.
That's what I'm saying. But you can't extrude something that is the same quality and structural rigidity that you can in other forms.
I don't know. I just don't know. It's tempered after it's printed. Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple of guys at Blade Show this year with some printed titanium products. I appreciate that, Patina. I will check that out. I'll check it out here shortly. Actually, I'm about to jump off here.
Oh shit.
Certainly have shit to do in the morning. I just had a damn mentally exhausting day, man. Like I said, I almost canceled on you. But then I knew if I did, I'd just lay there wide awake, wishing I hadn't. So
yeah, and you'd just be commenting on other lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I rarely ever get to that point where I'm just fighting to hold my eyes open, but I was today. You know, you spend several hours sitting in a hospital dealing with your feelings. It drains you. Yeah.
For sure.
It's just the well, never mind. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be a downer before I get off here.
Hey, Roman, what up? We're probably going to peace out soon.
Todd Carr, that is correct. But the way I heard Larry and Thomas explain it.
Yeah, I'm talking about like as far as like 3D printing though.
Yeah. Well, but that's what I'm saying. The process of powder metallurgy pretty much is the same as 3D printing it. It's molten. They melt the components and then spray them out in a mist into this really cold chamber, and all that what lands is the powder. Then they take that powder and melt it, which is what the 3D printers do, and it's heating
but
it
not
and
at the same temps, bro.
You may be right. I don't know, and maybe it works great. Maybe it will work just fine.
It's different. I'm not saying it's
but
not.
I do know that 3D printed titanium looks. It's kind of equivalent to cast metals. You like cast iron.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not saying
it has a granular
it's bad. I'm saying it's different.
So it's probably fine for titanium, but I think we're probably a few years away from them able to just 3D print fucking crew wear.
Oh yeah, steel's a way long off.
Yeah. The powder is in an emulsion that solidifies when cooked in a vat. Yeah, it's very technical. It's no wonder. It's actually shocking that this metal doesn't cost more than what it does.
Sure.
When you realize what they have to do to make it. But I used to go in a place called Chavit in Leesburg. I used to deliver uniforms there, and they didn't make steel there. There was no ovens, but they made the powders that you use to make powder steels. They made and bagged the powders up.
Kyle, so do that shit. What up?
God, somebody bought you a fucking power supply so you can nano.
What? Well, then get the fuck on it. What are you doing?
He's such a fucking perfectionist that he can't hit the exact colors that he wants. So he gets mad about it.
Well, then you just redo it. It's not a big deal.
I used to make architectural precast concrete.
Nice.
That's crazy. Have you seen those concrete 3D printers? They just
Yep.
bring out to a job site and it sits there in the middle, builds a whole fucking building around itself. 3D printing with concrete.
Later, Derek.
I use it sometimes, but then I want to break stuff. Well, I'm glad I gifted you something that brought you misery.
Ano's really easy to me. Like, I don't even understand. Like, it's super easy, man.
It'll probably be tomorrow, Derek. I'm sitting here yawning now.
It's all about service quality and getting it clean. Night, Derek.
I don't know, Joe. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, but I won't be shocked. But I mean, before long, they'll come up with a 3D print filament and some type of plastic that they'll be able to build buildings out of, and it'd be stronger than steel and wood. I don't doubt that at all. Do you imagine how airtight a house would be if you 3D printed it in a really good plastic resin?
Yeah, Kyle, quality of the tile. Again, surface finish, man. Seriously, like, did you do your own shit to the surface? That shit will change it drastically, man. I'm not saying I'm no pro, man. Like, I'm saying, like, doing it in its basic form is pretty easy as long as you have an even surface.
Yeah.
But, like, dialing it in is definitely not the easiest.
Well, I bought
would say, like, you know.
Yeah, I bought the power supply to do it myself, but I knew I wasn't a perfectionist enough to nail it. So I gave it to Kyle because I knew he'd figure it out.
Yeah, I'm about to experiment with doing black ano pretty soon, like probably in the next 2 weeks.
Don't you just heat it to red and spray it with WD-40 or soak it in WD-40? Dip it in WD-40, something like that. That's what I heard.
In short form, yes, but I'm talking about actual ano. If you use manganese sulfate, you can actually anodize it black.
So you're saying the WD-40 method is not an anodization?
No, they're both oxide layers, but one's brought on by heat, the other one's brought on by electricity. Yeah, my black ano, which is what I do on all my blackened stuff that I've done. I mean, it's super fucking consistent, but
Todd Carr, it's 2025. We don't care about the environment anymore.
The ano will be much faster. Kyle, I feel you, man. Like, I work with Zerk and shit, man. Like, I'm pretty careful, bro. I'm real scared of catching my house on fire. Don't worry.
Magnesium is not just highly flammable, but you can't put it out.
I know.
It produces its own oxygen.
No, I know.
I've seen videos when I was in the Navy of them pushing fighter jets that caught on fire. They just push them off in the ocean. Then they'll film it. You can watch it drop 500 feet deep and lay on the ocean floor and burn.
Isn't that what you use to make thermite?
I think thermite is magnesium and aluminum powder.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
I don't
know. Like, I heard nobody say it was anything crazy, so
that's all fireworks is.
Really, only putting a little bit of powder in a water solution.
You know what? That's all fireworks is powder metallurgy. It's just black powder and aluminum.
You ever made your own fireworks, like by taking other ones apart and filling your own thing? I've made some fireworks, bro.
Thermite is iron, side, and aluminum. Okay. So I guess the aluminum gets the iron hot enough to burn. Is that correct? Oh no, I just know. When I was in firefighting school in the Navy, they told us if it was magnesium, you don't even
Right.
You don't spray foam on it. You don't spray Purple K powder on it. You don't spray water on it. You either get the fuck away from it, or get something long enough to push it off in the ocean and forget about it because you can't put it out.
Right.
That actually happened a long time ago with mag wheels. That's where the term mag wheels came from. Your original mag wheels were made out of magnesium. It was super light. They didn't polish up like aluminum did, but I've actually seen a video of a Volkswagen Beetle that one of the old mag wheels they used to put on them caught on fire. And it burnt the fucking car to the ground, burned a hole in the asphalt.
Nice.
Yeah, what's the thermite all the way through an old 5-ton truck engine? It is, yeah, that's intense shit. Termites are ugly bugs. Shut up, Kyle. Anyway, guys, I gotta get to bed, man.
Hey, man, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was a good time.
Y'all know I appreciate any amount of time y'all spend with me, and I appreciate the super chats. Glad y'all got to see the nips tonight. And yeah, peace out.
Keep kicking it.